Richie Escajeda, and number 1, Deacon Armendariz.
All right, so the White Hats on the field fixing to flip the coin, and we'll see who's going to be on offense and who's going to be on defense to start this game here in Hermely, Texas.
And the temperature is nice. It's a nice temperature out there. But we talked about the wind blowing a while ago. It is straight out of I guess what would that be, the south?
Out of the south, yes, sir. And those windmills are spinning, and that could be a factor in this game today.
Yeah. Boo Boo said we need to turn those windmills off, maybe the wind will go down. He thinks they're a fan turning it.
All right, so they're out there right on the H in the middle of the field in Hermely, and he flipped the coin. And we're waiting to see who has won the toss. And the White Hat placing them on the side of the field. And Rankin has won the toss. They're going to elect to receive, and they will be going into the wind. And Knox City will have the wind to their back to start this 6-man game. And this should be a really good high-scoring contest. And I'm really excited about it today. I'll tell you what, Pete, we've been looking forward to this game all week.
You know, that's a tough breed up there around Knox City. You know, you got the Knox City, Haskell, Rule, Weinert. You know, there's some tough boys. Well, and
Rochester, Texas.
Yeah, home of the Whites.
Not far from the Brazos River.
Yeah.
You know, we used to do a lot of coon hunting up there. And
wild pigs.
Wild pigs on the Brazos River. And so the Red Devils they're in the tunnel getting ready to come out. We have 1 minute and 26 seconds till kickoff. So make sure that you have your snacks, your favorite beverage, and you're sitting down ready for some Red Devil football.
You talk about wild pigs up there. I shot a wild pig at O'Brien, Texas one time. Right behind the ear. Cartwheeled him. He got up and ran. Never found him. That's a big pig.
Yeah, they're tough. All right, the coach there, Garrett Avalos, getting ready.
And here come your Red Devils.
You know, as they come out, I don't think Rankin has ever played Knox City, unless you know of sometime in the past that these two teams have played each other.
I don't think so. That'd be something we'd have to ask Boo Boo. He's a historian, but not to my recollection.
But if you look at the video, look how the American flag is blowing. That'll give you some kind of idea of how gusty it is. I would say about 15 to 20 mile-an-hour gust. Would you say that, Pete? 10 to 20 maybe?
Yes, sir.
And so that could play a factor, and the Red Devils will start on offense. They'll be going right into the wind to start the game.
Yeah, so that means the ball's going to be going with the wind. So if they elect to give it a good boot, it could very easily go out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, both tunnel crews are working hard today to keep those tunnels on the ground. And we've had a lot of hospitality here in Hermely. We sure would like to thank the folks at Hermely ISD for their support and hospitality. They brought us waters. They had the air conditioners set up for us. The doors are unlocked. Lots of support here in Hermely helping us out for this ball game today.
Coach Sammy, right? Sammy was his name?
Yeah. Sammy.
All right, back deep to receive for the Red Devils is going to be number 1, Deacon Armendariz.
I'm going to try to get some shots tonight of the Rankin cheerleaders. We'd like to recognize them. Katrina Prowazniak, Chloe Aguilar, Taylor Ramos, Kaylee Acosta, Alexa Aguero, and Arlie Selman. Thank you, ladies, for all your support of Red Devil football.
All right, that's going to be teeing up for the Greyhounds. Good number 4, David Gilroy. You see the pants of the umpire running, blowing.
We might be pronouncing a few names wrong. If we do, we apologize. And if you want to text us and send us some phonetic directions, maybe we'll follow those. A few names are here are difficult for Knox City that we don't know.
Or not. Okay, and it's going to be a big kick, and it's going to go right out of the back of the end zone, kind of like as we predicted.
You called it, Pete.
Well, I mean, you know, that's not a hard one when you got a 30-mile-an-hour wind behind you.
All right, so Red Devils will have the football. They'll place it on the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 Red Devils. And we'll get a first see of the Knox City defense. And they're going to come to the line of scrimmage. Both teams at the line of scrimmage, and Blake Wise is the quarterback this evening for the Red Devils under center, Jaybird formation. And they're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson, number 15. And that's a nice defense there by Knox City.
That's going to be number 6, Ryan Schaefer.
Now, Ryan Shaver, I know of Shavers or two that grew up in Rochester. I don't know if Ryan is kin to Ross Shaver or not. I'll bet that's his kiddo.
I would bet they're related.
Yeah, the Shavers, a good family. Jennifer Shaver and Cookie Shaver and all them. If you're listening, hello from Sammy Wyatt. And they are Rankin runs right the middle with number 1, Deacon Armendariz, but he is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Pickup of around 2 yards on the play.
It looked like the first one to make contact is John Cross Utley.
And that'll be 3rd down and about 8 for the Red Devils as they come to the line of scrimmage, Jaybird formation. And Blake Wise under center is going to look to pass, going to throw it to the middle to David Bunger. David Bunger has the ball. He's going to get to the outside.
Oh,
he's running down the sidelines at the 30, at the 20, and he is tackled by number 4 with a touchdown-saving tackle from Knox City is Devin, and I'm going to say it's Guillory.
Guillory. That sounds good.
All right,
Yeah,
so Devin Guillory with a nice tackle.
Yeah, ball's going to be placed about the 16-yard line.
And we got to say here, that'll be a Red Devil first down. As the Red Devils waste no time, come to the line of scrimmage, it will be 1st and 15. They're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson, who makes a good move, gets to the outside, shows his speed, and that'll be a Red Devil touchdown. Nicely done. What a great run there by Barrett Jackson.
That definitely shows off his speed.
You know, he's gotten better every game. You start to see his confidence building, and if that young man gets truly confident, you watch out. He's going to turn into a heck of a ball player.
All right, team up the ball for the Red Devils is going to be number 12, Jackson White. Attempting the extra points is number 5, Escajeda. And they're going to be kicking straight into a gale force wind. Kick is up, and it's no good.
Yeah, that wind was definitely a factor on that kick.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it, kicking into the wind and not could be crucial.
All right, nicely done there. The pass to David Bunger. David Bunger getting outside. And number 4 from Knox City did a great job defensively. And, again, that was David Guillory. I'm going to say Guillory.
Hey, I like that.
And he's just a junior for Knox City, making a touchdown-saving tackle. And then Barrett Jackson got the next play, and they ran. He made a good cut inside, then popped to the outside and for 6 points for the Red Devils. Nicely done by the Rankin offense. Well,
Barrett is the fastest quarter miler in 6-man.
Well, isn't that
1A.
true?
Yeah.
And I expect to see him up there again this year.
Yes, sir. All right, team up the ball for the Red Devils is going to be our long baller, number 99, Fernando Arizola. Back deep to receive for the Greyhounds. I believe it's number 21, 22. Let me say 22, John Cross Utley. And it's going to be a big boot. Oh, it's going to be 32. I'm sorry. He's going to field it about the 10-yard line, and he's got some blockers. But he's going to be brought down about the 28-yard line.
It's number 15. Barrett Jackson makes the touchdown and comes back and makes the tackle on the kickoff.
All right, that kickoff return was number 32, Caleb. How do you say that?
I'm going to say Ariata. All right, so that'll be 1st and 15 Greyhounds, and we'll get their first look at their offensive formation here. And they're going to come. They're going to be in a shotgun formation, slot right. They're going to pitch it to the slot back, and that's number 11, Tristan Baxter. And he's going to run to the left side. He's hit by number 1, Deacon Armendariz, and number 5, Richie Escajeda.
Yeah, and that number 11, Tristan Baxter, is not a little fella.
No, he is a stocky, strong-looking fullback.
When I seen him come out on defense, I was thinking more center. I was not thinking fullback.
But he can move, too.
He can move.
He was fast. And so that'll be 2nd down and about 13 as Knox City Greyhounds come to the line of scrimmage. And, again, I'm going to call the shotgun slot right formation. And they're going to pitch it back to their tailback, and that's number 32, again, Caleb Ariata.
Oh, and he's met hard by number 25, Case Custer, and number 15, Barrett Jackson.
Yeah, and Barrett tweaked his ankle a little bit. I see him limping, walking heel to toe.
Man, I tell you what, Case Custer got back there quick.
Yeah, number 25, Case Custer, did a great job. Sometimes it sounds like custard, but I have I have a tooth here. Yeah. Custer, I got it. All right, 3rd down and about 11 as Knox City comes to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be in a spread formation, shotgun, slot left. And they have to throw it. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw it in the flat to number 4. Nice play call for Knox City. And he's going to go all the way down to the chains, and that may move the sticks.
Yeah, he was.
And that'll be a first down, and that's number 4, Devin Guillory, Jr. for Knox City, making a great athletic play and getting that first down for the Greyhounds.
He is brought down by number 5, Richie Escajeda, and number 15, Barrett Jackson.
All right, I like that play. They really spread the Devils' defense out. All right, here we go. Slot right, shotgun formation. Number 23 is the quarterback.
Oh. All right, number 5 is brought down by number 25 and number 5. Man, I tell you what, Richie and Case have been on fire tonight on defense.
Yeah, and the quarterback there for Knox City Greyhounds is Bryson Calloway. And Bryson is just a junior, and Devin Guillory is just a junior, so they have some young, or I'll say young, but juniors, they have another year, but athletic, and so that means Knox City will be good again next year.
Yeah, they've only got one senior on the whole page.
All right, so here they come to the line of scrimmage, slot right, shotgun formation. And Callaway pitches it back, and they're going to reverse direction here. Number 32, Ariata. He's going to pick up about 2 yards, and then he's brought down by number 5, Richie Escajeda. And Rankin defense looking good on the first 2 plays after the first down, and it'll be third down and about 12 to go for the Greyhounds. They're going to come in the standard tight T-spread. Callaway is the quarterback, and he's going to hand it right the middle.
Ooh.
And that is number 11, Tristan Baxter, running out the middle. But he's hit right at the line of scrimmage.
By number 21, David Bunger.
Yeah, for no gain on the play. That'll bring a big fourth down. So this will be 4th down and 12 to go for the Greyhounds.
You know, that was kind of like watching a car crash because that's their 2 biggest boys hit each other.
All right, so this is a big down. 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock and ticking. Let's see if the Red Devils can stop them and get a little bit of momentum change. All right, we have a standard spread, and they're going to pitch it back to the spread back. It's Callaway. Callaway can run or throw. He has the option. He's at the line of scrimmage, and he throws it back to 11. And let's see if 11 gets to the first down. He shakes a tackler, and he's running all the way. 1 man to beat. And he is knocked out of bounds about the 1 yard line. The question is, did he pass the line of scrimmage before he threw it?
They're
giving it to him. And so that will be a big play for Knox City. So nicely done by number 11, Tristan Baxter, and then even nicer by Callaway, making a great decision right at the line of scrimmage. You know, I thought he was going to cross that line of scrimmage, but he was right there. And so his whole body was not quite over the line, so nicely done by the Greyhounds.
Yeah, he was pushed out of bounds by number 1, Deacon Armendariz.
All right, so now it is on the 1 yard line, 1st and goal. And they're going to hand it to number 11's tackled in the backfield by number 5, Richie Escajeda, for a loss of about 1 yard on the play. And number 11, Tristan Baxter, again, he is a junior as well. Just shy and tackled about 1 yard deep in the backfield. And they'll bring up 2nd and goal to go for the Greyhounds.
Where's the play clock? Oh, so they're by the concession stand.
All right, 2nd and goal. Callaway's going to pitch it back to 4. Guillory, and Guillory's hitting the backfield. And the Red Devil defense doing a great job here.
Yeah.
No gain in the play.
He was met first by number 25, Case Custer, and number 11, Blake Bunger.
Case Custer coming up there. And I like how they're getting in the backfield. But you have to there whenever it's goal to go like that. So it'll be 3rd down from the 2 yard line. And we have 4 minutes and ticking here in the first quarter. It's a 6-0 game. Red Devils kicking into the wind and missing the kick, and I think the wind had a little to do with it. Standard tight spread formation. They're going to pitch it back to their tailback, 32. 32 is going to run the right side, and he's going to go in, and that will be a Greyhound touchdown. Nicely done by the Knox City Greyhounds, putting 6 points on the board. And that is Caleb Ariata, Jr., with that score for the Greyhounds.
All right, attempting the extra points is going to be number 4, Devin Guillory. Holding the ball is going to be number That's going to be number 23, Bryson Calloway. All right, they're waiting on the snap. Kick is up, and it is no good. Boy, those Red Devils got back there quick.
Yeah, Guillory just kicked it a little low, so that's Devin Guillory, the kicker, number 4. He plays all over the field, offense and defense.
So with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first quarter, 6-6.
And Coach Avalos was talking to me all week about how he was impressed with Knox City and they could make some real big things happen. All they needed was a broken play or two, and they could be in the end zone with their speed and athleticism. And so we just saw that happen. The Red Devils had them pinned, 4th down and about 12 to go. And number 11 was for them, his name is Tristan Baxter, just a junior, was able to break a big tackle and almost get it all the way in for a touchdown. But then the Devils showed some pretty good goal line defense there. Held them to 3rd down, but then they were able to punch it in by number 32, Caleb Arriata, for, just a junior for Knox City Greyhounds.
All right, back deep to receive for the Red Devils is going to be number 1, Deacon Armendariz. And teeing up the ball for the Greyhounds is going to be number 4. Let's see, Devin Guillory.
And Devin Guillory, here he is kicking it again.
Yeah, he went deep a while ago, and he rolled out of the back of the end zone, so let's see what they got in mind this time. And it looks like it's going to be another big kick. But it looks like that one's going to be received by Armendariz, and here he goes. Oh, my goodness, he's got a seam. Oh, and he's met by number 13. Number 13 is Blake Abila.
And Blake Abila is just a sophomore for the Greyhounds.
Abila.
So still a young squad. You see all these juniors and sophomores on here.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding a while ago. There's only one senior on the whole team.
All right, so Red Devils here have the ball 1st and 15, and they're going to pitch it back to number 1, Deacon Armendariz. He's hit in the backfield, and we also have a flag on the play. And let's see what the laundry is on the field. Be holding on the Red Devils. And they're going to back them up 10 yards, and they'll replay 1st down. And that was Deacon Armendariz trying to get the carry, but Knox City was in the backfield, and they actually tackled him for about a loss of a yard.
Plays going to remain 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 25.
So that will be 1st and 25. You heard it from Boo Boo in the background. Boo Boo Armendariz, the voice of the Devils, announcing the game tonight. 3:32 on the clock. It's a 6-6 game here in Herman, Texas. Blake Wise is the quarterback. He's going to look to throw. He's got Blake Bunger out. He's trying to hit him. And what an interception. What an athletic play by 23. And number 23 is Bryson Calloway, the quarterback. And I thought we had a touchdown there. And Bryson Calloway said, nope, you don't. What a ball hawk, man. He really read that ball, went up there and got it. And that'll be an interception. Turnover, big turnover. So the ball will be on the Red Devils side of the field. Will be 1st and 15, Knox City.
You know, this might sound a little biased, but, he was throwing right into that wind, and that probably took a little bit off of it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him put a little less air under the ball. I know last week I kept saying that. He's put a little bit too much air, and especially when you're throwing in the wind. You want to keep that ball low and fast. All right, they're going to pitch it back to the big boy, number 11, and that Tristan Baxter.
Man, that kid is hard to come down.
He is strong, and he's brought down after a gain of about 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7 to go for Knox City.
Yeah, Barrett Jackson looked like he was at a rodeo riding a bull.
And the ball is on the 11-yard line on the Rankin side of the field after that great interception by number 23, Calloway. And number 23 is also the quarterback. And they are in a standard tight spread formation, T-spread. And number 23, Calloway's got to throw it. He's going to try to hit number 4. Hits him on the numbers. And that's Devin Guillory, Jr. with the touchdown. Right there for another 6 points and capitalizing off that interception.
Yeah, so about a minute 15 seconds, they've scored twice.
And that'll be 12-6 before the kick with 2:41 to play here in the first quarter.
All right, teeing up the ball for the Greyhounds is number 23, Bryson Calloway, and attempting the extra points is going to be number 4, Devin Guillory. Kick is up, and that one is blocked by number 11, Blake Bunger.
And you said it last week, and it's always true, man. In big games, extra points are key.
Yep. Yeah, six-man, it could all come down to field goals made.
And so 2:41 on the clock. It is Knox City Greyhounds taking the lead 12-6 here in the first quarter after a great interception by number 23, the quarterback, Callaway. And he really impressed me on the way he played that ball there defensively. Blake Wise did not even see that coming. He thought he had a touchdown there with Blake Bunger. But again, I think the wind slowed that ball down just a little bit.
Well, you sound a little biased there, Sammy. All right, back deep to receive for the Red Devils is going to be number 1, Deacon Armendariz. And I'm going to just take a chance and say team up the ball for the Greyhounds is number 4, Devin Gilroy. And I'm correct.
Yeah, Guillory kicked it deep last time, so Guillory might kick it deep again. If he does, watch out for Deacon Armendariz.
Yeah.
He has the speed to take it all the way back if he can just get a crease.
Yeah, Deacon was on that state team too this year, so he's not slow. And it's going to be another big kick back too, and Armendariz is going to let it roll out of the back of the end zone, so Red Devils will take over at the 20-yard line.
If I'm Chase Stryker, I'm telling him to catch that ball. That's a ball you really want him to catch and take. All right, so it'll be first down and 15 from the 20-yard line.
Waiting on the play to come in.
Getting a play from the sideline from Garrett Avalos, and that is Blake Wise, and he'll be in shotgun. Slot left shotgun. They're going to hand it up to the middle to number 15. Barrett Jackson has a crease, picks up around 8 yards on the play. And he's starting to hit those holes a little bit faster every week, and I love to see that, like you see him punching through. And nicely done by Barrett Jackson to bring up second down, about 7 to go with 2:23 on the clock. Red Devils wasting no time. J-gun set. Blake is going to hand it to 15 again. He has another crease. He almost is able to bounce to the outside.
Yeah. Boy, he was about a half a step away from fight song music.
And he picks up around 3 yards on the play. And that'll bring up third down and about 3 to go. It looks like they're going to split Richie Escajeda wide left, and that's number 5 for the Red Devils.
And Richie's got some good hands.
Blake Wise is the quarterback. The man deep is Barrett Jackson, just a junior. And they're going to hand it to Deacon Armendariz. He has a little space, and that will be a Red Devil first down. Nicely done by number 1, Deacon Armendariz.
Man, I like that little cut move he did right there.
Yeah, he showed some speed, athleticism, and shiftiness is what I like to call it.
Shiftiness. I love it.
All right, so 1:32 and ticking. 12-6 is the score. Knox City on top. Red Devils have the ball. First and 15. Ball's on about the 36-yard line. And Deacon Armendariz is playing the fullback position for the Red Devils. And Blake Wise is looking to throw. And he's going to dump it down to number 22, Rudy Escajeda. And Rudy is tackled after about a 2 or 3 yard gain. And that was a great defensive effort by number 32, the running back.
Caleb
Arriata. Arriata making a great defensive play, only a pickup around 3 yards. It'll be second down and about 12 for the Red Devils. And I thought Rudy was going to break through right there.
Yeah.
Rudy Escajeda has great hands, and he's been the center for the Devils. He's a really good blocker, and right there he had a great opportunity. Just a good play by the Knox City defense. They're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson on the left side. He's going to cut right. Let's see if he can outrun the Knox City Greyhounds, and he running down the side. That'll be a Red Devil touchdown. I couldn't get my words out there.
Well, he was going so fast you couldn't get words out.
Yeah, his feet were on fire, man.
Man, my mind was racing trying to get a Greyhound racing joke or something.
And I tell you what, Guillory and all them, they're great athletes, but you saw some of that state speed right there by Barrett Jackson.
All right, team up the ball for the Red Devils is going to be number 12, Jackson White, attempting the extra points as Escajeda. Kick is up. And that one is going to be no good.
Just wide right there.
Yep, that wind is getting us over there. So no prizes on that one. And Brian's probably sweating it, but, man, Brian likes it whenever we make those field goals.
Yeah, we do have some prizes to give away tonight. And we only have 29 seconds to play in the first quarter, and it is knotted up.
Yes, sir.
Like a rope.
12 to 12. You can text your shout-outs, where you're listening from. I got a Cody Brown just texted a picture of him. He's watching it at the gas plant.
I don't even know if I want to announce this. Yeah, I do. The Rattlers and Durhams are watching from Lake O.H. Ivy. How tough is that?
Yeah. I seen a picture of that house. Boy, that's nice.
Great guys, man.
Yeah.
Rattlers, Durham's great. I really appreciate those guys, and Ray Durham, Gary Durham. Great people, and they're in my fantasy football league. So doesn't mean I have to be nice to them all the time. So thanks, Dustin, for sending that in. Great pick.
All right, the team for the Red Devils is going to be number 99, Fernando Arizola, back deep to receives, number 32. And he's going to field the ball, and he's got a little room. Oh, but he's going to be brought down by number 15, Barrett Jackson.
Yeah, he's doing really good on the kickoffs. Barrett Jackson playing good kickoff defense. That's at least his second tackle on kickoffs today.
All right, big shout out to Hal Hutchins. I guess he's in the hospital there, and we're all praying for you, Hal. Lifelong Red Devil. Not long time, lifelong Red Devil.
Yeah, get better, Hal. We want to see you on the golf course. All right, so 25 seconds to play as Knox City comes to the line of scrimmage here in the first quarter. Tight spread T. They're going to pitch it back to number 11, and he is going to go to the left side, but he's hit by Richie Escajeda. And is he ever out of bounds? I don't think so. Yeah. And he's still on his feet running down the sidelines. And I thought they had him dead to rights, but he just does not go down easy. And that is number 11 for the Greyhounds, Tristan Baxter.
Yeah, well, this is not going to sound biased. Our boys gave up. Hell, they thought he was out of bounds.
Yeah, the coaches will say you play to the whistle.
Yep.
All right, spread T, number 32, the tailback, running the right side, and they're going to hit him about the 9-yard line, knocked out of bounds. That'll be second down and goal after that run by number 32, Caleb Arrieta. And we have 4 seconds to play in the quarter. Knox City will get one more play before the quarter. Let's see if the Red Devil defense can hold. And Colton Martin is not happy. He thought they had him wrapped up and dead to rights, but he was able to break through. Tight. T-spread. Going to pitch it back to Guillory. Guillory's going to run to the left side. He's hit right at the goal line.
Oh,
does he get? He finally gets it across, and that'll be a Greyhound touchdown.
Man, you know, Boo-Boo called it a while ago. He said this could just be a slugfest.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Knox City looking good, and who is really impressive is Tristan Baxter. There's been 2 times where the Red Devils have had him wrapped up, and he's able to break through and make a big run.
All right, attempting the extra points is number 4, David Gilroy. They're waiting on a snap. Kick is up, and that one's going to be no good.
And that's Guillory again, just keep kicking it a little bit low.
All right, Cody Brown's watching from work. Jennifer Aguilar is watching from work. She's cheering on her favorite cheerleader down there, Miss Chloe Aguilar. Let's see. We got the girls at Tater's Drive-In all tuning in.
And we will be giving away some Tater. Is it Taters? Are we going to be giving the Taters and the Devil's Delight tonight?
Yes, we are. And we got Bill Bowen listening from Rusco's Pizzeria and Karaoke Lounge there in Conroe, Texas.
Wow, we got a good game here. 18-12 is the score at the end of the first quarter.
All right, Sean Ogilvy's watching it from the Rockhounds game. Boy, he's doubling up, getting 2 games at once. All right, hey, you know, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and give out that cheeseburger meal deal from Devil's Delight. First one to text to 432-693-6000 gets a cheeseburger meal deal from Devil's Delight right there in downtown Rankin. I'm clearing all these texts.
And we have some good burger places in Rankin.
Oh, man.
I tell you what,
well, that's
take your pick.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little chubby. All right, back deep to receive for the Red Devils is going to be number 1, Armendariz. Teeing up the ball. For the Greyhounds, they're going to change it up a little bit and go with number 32, and that number 32 is Caleb Erate. Well, they're going back into the wind.
It looks like they're going to kick it short this time. He is setting it up for a short kick.
Yeah, and it's going to be a beautiful onside kick right to that's going to be number 11, Blake Bunger.
All right, let's see if Rankin can answer. It's 18-12, but the good news now is Rankin has the win to their back here in the second quarter. 9:58 to play, just starting, and they're going to come to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to put Blake under center this time, Jaybird formation. Hand it to Deacon Armendariz to the right side, and he is able to pick up a quick 5 yards. And that was still pretty good defense by Knox City.
All right, the winner of the meal deal there at Devil's Delight is going to be Roland Jimenez there at the city of Rankin. Roland, just go down and talk to Janice and get your burger.
All right, be 2nd down and 10. Jaybird formation. They're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson. He catches a great pitch. He's got the outside. He's at the 20. He's at the 10, and that'll be a Red Devil touchdown. Nicely done by Junior. I was listening to Boo Boo there. You gotta love the voice of the Devils there. But Barrett Jackson Jr. doing a great job out there and showing his state speed.
Looks like he was shot out of a cannon. All right, holding the ball, or teeing up the ball is going to be number 12, Jackson Wide. Attempting the extra points is Richie Escajeda.
Yeah, I stopped mid-sentence there because I heard Boo Boo. I just wanted to let him go, man. He's such a great announcer.
And guess what? Take that one to the bank. All right, first one to text at 432-693-6000 gets a prize pack brought to you by the First State Bank of Rankin.
And you know what I'm impressed with? The whole Knox City team. They have come to play today, haven't they?
Yeah, and you know what? That number 11 is impressive.
Yeah, number 11, Tristan Baxter. Then they also have number 4, Devin Guillory. And then also their quarterback, which is the guy that got the interception, Bryson Calloway. Those 3 have really stood out in my mind so far for the Knox City Greyhounds.
Yeah, we got a crew said that they're sitting, waiting, watching the game, but they're waiting on that mighty Red Devil band to come out.
I love it, and we're going to get the microphones out so you can hear them and watch them. And they'll be facing the home stands, which will be good today. So we'll get some good video of the band today at halftime. And there they are. You can hear them in the background. Get a little rowdy.
Teeing up the ball for the Red Devils is number 99, Fernando Arizola. Back deep to receive is going to be number 23, Bryson Calloway. And it's going to be a big boot and roll out of the back of the end zone. And while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and check, and that is going to be Miss Diana Hamilton. Diana Hamilton, go down to the First State Bank of Rankin and help Brian empty that prize closet.
All right, it's time for the Red Devil defense to show what they're made of here. 1st and 15 Greyhounds. It's a 20-18 ball game. 9:26 to play in the half. The Greyhounds have the ball on the 20-yard line as they come to the line of scrimmage, and that's Calloway, the quarterback, and Bryson Calloway, also a junior. Tight T spread, shotgun. They're going to hand it, a little trickeration there in the backfield. They're going to hand it to number 32, Caleb Arrieta.
Well, that didn't fool Case Custer, though.
And Case Custer tackles him after about a 5-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Greyhounds.
Second down and 10, Greyhounds.
I have 93 texts on my phone right now.
We have a lot of watchers out there.
For a koozie or a cap for the bank. Man, we got a lot of people watching.
All right, here we go. Tight T spread, and they're going to pitch it back to number 11, and that's Tristan Baxter. He's still on his feet.
Dude, that kid right there is something else.
Finally brought down by David Bunger. And I'm sure Colton Martin's talking to him about wrapping up, because Baxter brings a lot with him, and he does not stop.
Yeah, I mean, his legs are pumping the whole time.
I mean, 3rd down and about 9 yards to go for the Greyhounds. And they're going to come to the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting about the 27-yard line on the Greyhound side of the field. 8 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. And they're going to hand it to number 11 again to the left side, and he is going to get past the sticks, and that'll be a 1st down for the Greyhounds.
That's hard to guard right there. All right, shout out from Sal Aguilar's barn. He's got a big crew over there watching the game.
And again, number 11 doing a great job. Tristan Baxter running hard and getting another 1st down for the Knox City Greyhounds.
Yeah, he's got a heck of a crew. He gave me a whole list of people.
All right, so 1st down and 15. The ball is exactly at midfield at the 40-yard line as the Greyhounds come to the line of scrimmage. Tight T spread. They're going to pitch it back to their other running back, Caleb Arrieta. He's going to pick up around 4 yards on the play.
But there is a flag on the play.
Holding against Knox City. That'll back them up 10 yards, but they'll get a chance to replay first down. And it'll be first down and 25 from the 30-yard line.
All right, we got a crew at Tarleton University listening. Grady, Peyton, Maddie are watching from the Ville. Oh.
Well, hello from Rankin to all of you there in Tarleton. All right, so first down and 25. We got a first penalty called there against the Greyhounds. 7:16 and ticking on the clock. It's a 20-18 ball game. The Greyhounds come to the line of scrimmage, and that's Callaway, the quarterback. And he's going to pitch it back to Tristan Baxter. And this time he is tackled. They don't let him go anywhere this time.
You know, he might have bet his match there with Fernando and Barrett.
Fernando Arizola doing a great job along with Barrett Jackson. And only about a 1 yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Jimmy Lucky from Burleson, Texas, supporting those Red Devils.
Scratch that about 3 yard gain, so that'll bring up second down and about 22 to go for the first for the Knox City Greyhounds.
Stephen Penny McSpadden, they're always supporting the Red Devils.
They are, and Steve is a handy-dandy clock guy and has been for a long time. We sure appreciate him. What a great guy.
Yep, Fred Watson from Midlands watching. Another lifelong Rankin guy.
All right, here we go. Second down and 22 to go. And Callaway's going to pitch it back to number 32, Arrieta. And Arrieta's brought down. And who is that?
That's number 99, Fernando Arizola.
Fernando Arizola for the Red Devils.
And Fernando's a sophomore, so you're going to hear that name for a long time.
Fernando doing a good job there on the front line there. And that'll bring third down and about 20 to go for the Greyhounds. I'd like to recognize our principal, Adrian Gallardo, who does a great job with the high school every day, and also our band director, Bobby Templeton, and she is a Red Devil alumni, went to Angelo State, does a great job for the Red Devils. They're going to pitch it back to Guillory. Guillory's going to run to the left side, and he is knocked out of bounds and then she'll about 12 to 13 yards short of the first down, and that'll bring up a big fourth down for Knox City.
You know, we've been talking a lot about number 11, Tristan Baxter, but that number 4 has got some wheels on him.
Yeah, Guillory just showed he is fast. All right, so fourth down and 11. We had this scenario a while ago, and what did they do? They almost ran a touchdown.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm no coach, but I don't have a number 11 like that on my team. I'm saying they give it to the big boy.
All right, so you heard it from Pete. Let's see if they go to number 11 here.
I don't know if they're going to.
All right, they're going to run a spread with one spread back, Callaway in the back. But they're going to wisely call a timeout with 5:33 on the clock.
Well, the reason they called the timeout is number 11, so they're getting a drink.
They looked around, couldn't find him. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you know, talk about those two big moves by Fernando Arizola and Barrett Jackson. That kind of reminds me of a Average Farms Beef It Up defensive play. So the first one to text to 432-693-6000 gets 2 pounds of ground hamburger meat brought to you by Average Farms. That's locally grown meat right there in Upton County, Texas.
You're making me hungry just thinking of it. All right, so we got Jesse Armadeiros at Gene Kirkland's house. So big shout out there. They sent us a picture. What a great picture they just sent.
So that's a crew right there.
What a crew. I bet they would miss watching their boy play.
Jake and Michaela are from downtown Houston. Says, love you, miss you, Pedro. Oh, God dang, love that girl.
All right, so 5:33 on the clock. The Greyhounds are coming out of their timeout.
You know, we were talking about Stephen Penny. We got another one right here. We got Tanya and Mark Russell. They've been backing those Red Devils a long time.
They sure have. And Tanya Russell used to do a great job working for me there at Rankin High School. I sure miss her. All right, so big fourth down play here. 4th and 11. Greyhounds have the ball. Let's see if the Red Devil defense can hold them. They're spreading it out. They're going to pitch it back to Callaway. Callaway can run or pass. He's going to throw it. He looks for Guillory. The ball hits the ground. And that will be incomplete, I think, and that'll be a Red Devil first down. Nicely done by the Red Devil defense. But I tell you what, Guillory was open. The ball was thrown just a little bit short by Callaway. But that'll be a defensive stop, and Red Devils have a chance here to go up by at least another touchdown here with the ball sitting around the 36-yard line. Would be 1st and 15.
Red Devils are wasting no time.
Jaybird formation pitching it back to number 1. Deacon Armendariz running up the middle, but he's tackled by number 5, Ty Friddle. And Ty's just a sophomore.
Jennifer Aguilar. Jennifer Aguilar, you got 2 pounds of ground hamburger meat brought to you by Everidge Farms.
Well, so I have a score here. Follett 40, Borden County 8. If that's correct,
Oh, wow.
Follett has just beat Borden County 40 to
Oh,
8.
look at Armendariz. Armendariz brings it out to about the 35-yard line. Good, strong run.
And he is hit hard with a hard tackle there by Callaway, number 23, just making a good, clean, hard tackle.
Jennifer, you can text me and let me know when the burgers are ready, and I'll be right over.
Well, all right, here we go. 3rd down and 8 for the Red Devils. 4:43 on the clock and ticking. And that's Blake Wise under center. And they're going to hand it to 21. David Bunger, he dodges a few tacklers, still on his feet, reaches out. He might have got the first down. He stretches. Let's see where they mark the ball.
Oh, they're moving them.
That'll be a Red Devil first down. So they are moving the chains nicely done by David Bunger.
Man, that was just a heads-up play to go ahead and stretch out right there.
It was. So that'll be 1st and 15, a big first down there for the Red Devils. And that ball will be on the 29-yard line. And the center tonight is Rudy Escajeda, number 22. That looks like an I formation. They're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson. He runs up the middle. And he's going to sneak through for about 4 or 5 yards. And the tackle was made by number 13, Blake Abila, just a sophomore for the Greyhounds.
Wow.
It is 20-18, 2nd down and 11. Red Devils have the ball. Tie-dye formation. Blake Wise is the quarterback under center. They're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson. Barrett running to the left, still going, breaking tackles, showing his strength and speed, and that'll be a Red Devil touchdown. What a great run by Barrett Jackson.
Wow. I thought he was done.
He's growing up right before our eyes. Every week he's gotten better, and tonight he is really showing that he is a varsity running back to the nth degree. What a nice job by Barrett Jackson.
All right, team up the ball for the Red Devils, number 12, Jackson Wide. Attempting the extra points is Richie Escajeda, number 5. Kick is up. My friends, that was cash money right there. All right, so while we're waiting on the text of 432-693-6000 for our prize from First State Bank of Rankin, Richard and Sarah Maxwell sitting at the beach at Port A.
That's pretty.
Listening to the Red Devils.
We love it when y'all send pictures, keep sending the pictures in. So we have people all over from Tarleton to Port A.
Yeah, we got Houston, downtown Houston,
Conroe. I wonder if Blake Nana from Florida is watching. If you are, send me a text. All right, so 3:49 on the clock. It is 28-18, a 10-point spread. But Knox City has been impressive. And me and Pete both, we are really impressed by number 11, Tristan Baxter. And then also, I'm super impressed by number 23, Bryson Callaway. All right, I have another score here. May 29, Garden City 14, and that's 2:19 to play in the first quarter. May 29, Garden City 14, 2:19 to play in the first quarter.
All right, Miranda Hare, go down to the First State Bank of Rankin and get you a prize from Brian there.
So that Garden City that's going to be a game to pay attention to all night long. 2 great ball clubs.
Yeah, I got a friend there watching it. He said he's going to text me, but I haven't heard nothing from him.
Are you calling him out, Pete?
Yeah, I am.
All right, good short kick here.
That was going to be fielded and ran out of bounds. About the 27-yard line.
So that's where Knox City will start with 3:49 remaining in the first half. And let's see if Knox City can capitalize, or if the Red Devil defense can hold and get the ball back and score before halftime.
37-14, May.
Knox City really traveled well. They have a lot of fans in the stands on the visitor side here in Hermely. And Rankin, of course, filling up the stands here in the middle. All right, they're going to pitch it back to their running back, number 32.
Oh.
Wow. He's hit in the backfield by David Bunger with a great tackle. And, again, that's Caleb Arrieta trying to run the ball, but David wasn't having any, and that'll be a loss of about a yard in the play.
Man, that would hurt me from up here.
So it'll be 2nd down and 16 for the Greyhounds after that nice defensive effort by number 21, David Bunger. Greyhounds come to the line of scrimmage. J-gun formation. Callaway is the quarterback. They're going to pitch it back to Arrieta. Arrieta looking to find a crease. And we have the defense of the Red Devils holds, and that's number 15, Barrett Jackson, doing great on both sides of the ball and on kickoffs. Man, Barrett Jackson really impressing me this evening. And I'm bringing up 3rd down and about 11 to go for the first for the Greyhounds. And Knox City will come to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to spread it out. And they're going to run a standard spread formation with Callaway the spread back. He will have the option to run or pass. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw a little dump.
Big boy.
And he's going to pass it to number 1. And he's brought down shy of the first down.
Yeah, they passed it at number 11.
Number 11.
Yeah.
I knew I saw a 1 out there. Number 11, Tristan Baxter, hard to bring down. And now we got a big 4th down. Looks like the Greyhounds will call timeout. It'll be 4th down and about 2 to go. So when they come out of this timeout, we got a huge play in this first half coming at you. So don't leave. Don't stick around. This is a huge 4th down.
All right, Cody Brown wants to give a shout-out to the manager over there at Knox City and one of the band members. That's his niece and nephew over there.
All right, so
Mike and Marilyn Ratliff rooting on the Red Devils.
Red Devil Band is energetic. Drums are beating. They're doing chants here. Cheerleaders are cheering. Everybody understands how big this play right here is in the first half. With 2:15 to play, it's a 28-18 ball game. And Knox City's going to come out of this timeout with a 4th and 2. And, Pete, do you have any predictions on this play?
Well, I'm not going to put everything on number 11, Baxter. But, man, that is a big kid, a fast kid, and a strong kid. And if I was in a 4th down situation, I would want the ball in his hands.
All right, another question is, what is Colton Martin going to do defensively? So
I'd say, if it was me again, I'm saying send Bunger and Custer wide open.
You're maybe do a little blitz here?
Yeah, I would send Custer and Bunger as fast as I could get back there.
All right, you're sounding like Boo-Boo now. I'm starting to call you Coach Jackson.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
All right, so 4th down and 2. And let's see if the Red Devil defense can hold on this big 4th down right here in about the middle of the field. Ball is sitting on the 38-yard line on the Rankin Red Devil side of the field. Not sure what we're waiting on here. Oh, we got a car with lights on in the corner. Flashing.
Yeah. And that's crazy because, like, my wife's new car, the lights won't go off. The only way is kill the motor. See, like, you can't sit in there and, like, with the air conditioner on, the lights stay on all the time.
Yeah, so that's how the new cars are. You got to turn the car, and sometimes you got to open the car door, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe they'll get word, but we're still waiting on a car with headlights on. If it's not a dog running across the field, it's a car with headlights at a 6-man football game, right?
Well, we had tumbleweeds one year.
And again, let's give a shout out to the great folks of Hermely and Hermely ISD hosting this game here and being super hospitable, bringing us waters, have the air conditioner running, a great clean facility, and super football field and softball field and baseball field in the background.
You talk about beautiful facility. I mean, that white and red with that green just pops, man. It is beautiful.
And I also would like to give a shout-out to the administration at Knox City, and that their principal is Mark Tucker, and their superintendent is Colin Hallwith, and we sure appreciate y'all matching us up here in Hermely. It's a good meeting spot in the middle, and otherwise these two teams really probably couldn't play each other. So this is a great matchup from two teams that are far away meeting in the middle.
All right, they finally unplugged the battery off that kill the lights.
Here we go. You can feel the nervousness here. 4th down and 2. They're going to pitch it back to Callaway. He's going to choose to run. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Callaway still gets it. He can throw it. And he throws it to the big man. And he's going to get enough for a first down. So that's a great play by Knox City. A great heads-up play. That'll be a first down for the Greyhounds.
Those Knox City boys play to the very end.
All right, we got a little bit, somebody shaking up on the field. They're going to stop action for just a second. And we have 2:05, and I think that they haven't moved the change yet, but let's see where they mark it.
All right.
Oh, it's right there at the line of scrimmage. Hang on. They're going to have to measure this. I think that is just short. Or it's right on the button. And the referees are going to have to measure that ball is just right before that yard line. And if you look at the side of the field over there, it is just
Man, I'm looking at it.
It is
from
close.
Yeah.
You're talking about inches here.
I'm saying Red Devil ball.
All right, so everybody hold your breath. If this is not a first down, it's Red Devils ball. And so they're measuring it so you can feel the nervousness, the excitement, the anticipation. Let's see if they pull it. They do, and that's going to be Red Devil first down.
I called it.
By 2 inches. Wow. Nicely done by the Red Devil defense. And that will be a defensive stop by inches for the Red Devils. But that doesn't take anything away from the great play that was made by Bryson Calloway. He fumbles the ball, picks it up, is able to get it to number 11, Tristan Baxter, and he did all he could to try to get that first down, but it was just short. 2:05 on the clock, 28-18. Red Devils have the ball. Pitch it back to Barrett Jackson, and he's going to cut up the middle. He's going to hit to the outside. He's at the 20. It's going to be a Red Devil touchdown. He runs so fast I can barely see him.
Yeah.
Wow, what a run there for Barrett Jackson. And that is what you talk about, a momentum shift.
Yeah.
And you have good defense, and you get a big 4th down stop. It's a great momentum, and then we score right away. Nicely done by the Red Devils.
All right. Oh, no.
What am I missing here?
Yeah, no, they got a penalty against the Red Devils. They're going to back it up.
Well, what did I not see there? So
well, Sammy, you and I were being biased. We were jumping around.
We were celebrating.
Yeah, we were hugging each other.
I didn't even see laundry on the field.
Yeah, I didn't either.
All right, so that's going to be holding and negating that long touchdown run by Barrett Jackson, and it's going to back him up. 10 yards will be 1st and 25, but still doesn't take away from that great run by Barrett Jackson.
Oh, no.
So they're going to have to do it all over again here. Jaybird formation. Blake Wise is the quarterback. He's going to look to throw. He's got lots of pressure. Ball's on the ground. He fumbled it.
Oh, no.
And instead of a touchdown, this ball went even further back.
Huge loss.
Now we're back to about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah. You want to count all those yards there?
I have to take my shoes off.
So about 32 yards, 33 yards. Yep. So Boo Boo's telling me about 32 to 33 yards for the first
So
here.
that's about 3/4 of a mile.
So 2nd down and 32 for the Red Devils. Blake's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it to Blake Bunger. Blake's going to try to break a tackle. He jumps over Guillory and is knocked out of bounds.
So that's going to bring him about the 25-yard line.
And David Bunger making a nice run after the pass. And we will have a little stop and play. I think David might got a cramp in one of his calves there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I think he's got a cramp.
Well, they've been playing all out here for about an hour, so it's time to start.
Yeah, when kids go down there, I get real quiet, but I love it when they just have a cramp. I know that's not saying that because I know cramps hurt. I used to get them when I was a kid, so I haven't had one in a while though. All right, 1:12 to play in the first half. It's 28-18, and Red Devils have 3rd down and 26 as they come to the line of scrimmage. And Blake Wise is going to pitch it back to number 15, Barrett Jackson. Barrett's going to try to get to the outside, and it's him and Guillory, and Guillory's able to just get him with the angle, knocking him out about the 21-yard line, and that'll be a Red Devil first down.
Man, a while ago we talked about a good guy there in Rankin. That's going to be our mayor, Brandon Brown. But
heck of a guy.
This shows how good he is. For the first time in a long time, they have a kid-free night. And what are they doing? Watching the Red Devils.
What a date night,
yeah,
right?
That is a romantic man right there.
Oh, getting brownie points right there. All right, so Blake Wise is going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson. And Barrett Jackson's going to run to the right side, short side of the field. He's still going to make about 6 or 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, he was never tackled, just pushed out of bounds by about 3/4 of that Greyhound defense.
Well, the Red Devils were able to survive, 2nd down and 32, and were able to convert that first down. That was huge for the Red Devil offense.
You called it a while ago, Nana from Florida.
There she is.
She's supporting her number 8, Blake Wise.
Well, we sure appreciate you texting in every week, Nana. All All right, here we go. Red Devils will be in a shotgun formation. Barrett Jackson is the tailback. Deacon Armendariz is the fullback. We got movement on the line. This should be a free play for the Devils. And they're going to dump it to Deacon Armendariz on the short side. He's looking for room. He's going to bust it all the way to the left.
Oh, my
Can he get to the outside? And he does, and that'll be a Red Devil touchdown.
There's flags on the
And I think that's going to be offsides on them. What do you think, Pete?
I think so, too.
And let's see what the white hat calls. He's walking towards the sidelines. And they're going to decline the penalty. It is offsides on the Greyhounds.
Red Devil touchdown. All right, get your fast fingers ready. I'll clear these texts. Text me at 432-693-6000. And be sure you give me your name or something to let me know who you are. All right, Escajeda waiting on the snap. Ball's held by number 12, Jackson White. Kick is up. Oh, and that one just barely slid in.
Cha-ching.
So, hey, you know what? That one right there is cash money.
Cash money.
Yeah, you go down there and tell Brian, you say, hey, I'm going to make a little deposit. Give me some of those caps and koozies while I'm here. So, with 45 seconds left in the first half of play, 36-18, your Red Devils.
All right, so let's go back to the play. The big 4th down and 2 play. So, Callaway has the ball. Mm-hmm. He fumbles it. He picks it up. He throws it to the number 11.
The big man.
Baxter, and Baxter is rumbling, tumbling, and he gets tackled right about at the line to gain. And they bring the chains out, and they miss it by 2 inches. Red Devils hold by 2 inches. And then the next series, they have 2nd down and 32 and able to convert by a great run by Barrett Jackson, and then able to score by Deacon Armendariz. So, that has been a really, really close half by these two teams, even though the score is 36-18.
Yeah, I mean, the scoreboard don't show the actual matchup. All right, team with the ball for the Red Devils is going to be 99, Arizola, and he's going to boot that one all the way back in the parking lot. That one's going to bounce off the concession stand.
All right, let's see if Knox City, they still have plenty of time on the clock. I think they only have one timeout, though. So Knox City will have the ball on the 20-yard line, will be 1st and 15, but time will not be their friend right here. So if they're trying to score, they'll have 45 seconds and I think one timeout to get that ball in the end zone.
All right, the winner from the prize from the bank is going to have to go to Paige Skihan. She was the first one in line. So she might.
Is that rigged?
Yeah, she's already got a prize pack. She's got the banker. Oh, that's going to be deflected.
All right, but that will stop the clock.
Paige Skihan just smack O'Brien, say, give me a prize.
All right, so stops the clock with 41 seconds. So incomplete pass by the Greyhounds there. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 15 from the 20-yard line. And again, I think Knox City only has one timeout in their pocket. And so let's see what they decide to do. Callaway taking the play and bringing it to the huddle. And the Rankin Red Devil Band is getting ready to perform. And guess what? The Knox City Greyhounds also have a band. And so you're going to have a double treat for bands today.
Man.
Knox City and Rankin will both perform at halftime.
And, we have a –
Callaway hits Guillory with a nice connection.
Was he out of bounds?
No, I think he caught it in bounds.
Nice.
Pick up around 10 yards on the play. 12 yards on the play. That'll be 3rd down and about 4 for the Greyhounds.
36 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 3, Greyhounds.
And what's good about that is it stops the clock. Nice play designed there by the Knox City Greyhounds. And they're going to come to the line of scrimmage. 36 seconds to play in the half. It's 3rd down and about 3 to go. They're going to pitch it back to Callaway. Callaway can run or pass. He's going to throw it. He is a lefty. He completes it to Guillory. And Guillory gets out of bounds, but that will be a Knox City 1st down with 30 seconds to play in the half. So that moves the chains. It'll be 1st and 15. And they'll start the clock as soon as they get everything set here.
All right, Amy Cura's rocking her grandbaby, watching the Red Devils.
Well, they won't start it because he was out of bounds. So they stop the clock because he was out of bounds. So we pitch it back to Callaway. He can run or throw. He's going to tuck it and run out of bounds smartly, stopping the clock with 24 seconds. I really like this offense by Knox City, getting the ball to the sidelines, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. This is great clock management right here by the Knox City Greyhounds.
All right, all the folks at Senor Jalapeno are watching from Midkiff, Texas, supporting their Red Devils.
All right, here we go. It'll be 2nd down and about 9 to go for Knox City and 24 seconds remaining on the clock. So Knox City's going to try to keep this ball near the sidelines. They're going to pitch it back to Callaway. He can run or throw. He's a lefty. He throws it, and he hits Guillory. What a nice catch by number 4, Guillory, with 17 seconds on the clock. That will be a first down, and Callaway can sure throw the football.
Man, he can sling a football.
No air under it, just zipped it right there. What a great throw. Callaway pitches it back to Arrieta. Arrieta's got the outside, and that is going to be a Knox City touchdown with 11 seconds to play. Super impressive series by Knox City, working the ball down the field, getting the ball outside, throwing the ball near the sidelines. Number 23 running down the side. What good decisions Knox City Greyhounds made on that drive.
All right, team with the ball for the Greyhounds is going to be number 23, Bryson Callaway. Attempting the extra points is going to be number 4, Devin Gilroy.
And it's blocked.
And that one's going to be blocked by the Red Devils.
I think it's number 23 that might have got a hand on it.
That is going to be, in this game, that's going to be, they just told me, Roman Joyce is wearing the 23.
It looked like he might have got a paw on it. So Red Devils only have 11 seconds to try to score before half, and we have a close game here in Hermley, Texas. Knox City 24 and Rankin 36. If you have any scores for any of the games around the area, send them in to Pete. We sure would like to keep up the May Garden City game. And then we already saw where Follett topped Borden County 40-8 in 6-man action this evening.
All right, Robert and Wendy Tambunga are watching from Ozona. And Katie, Vonda, Judy, Kat, they're all watching, getting everything ready for the Flamingo Classic.
Flamingo Classic, that is the
golf tournament for Valerie Rogers.
Yes.
Yep.
Valerie Rogers, alumni of Rankin. We sure miss her. All right, we have a score here. May 43, Garden City 14 with 4:29 to play in the first half. That's May 43, Garden City 14.
All right, and I got a message here to watch Tate Jackson on the solo tonight during the marching band contest.
Looking forward to that.
All right, back deep to receive for the Red Devils is going to be number 1, Armandaris. Team with the ball for the Greyhounds is going to be number 4, Devin Gilroy.
All right, Tate Jackson, if you want to watch that later, we're going to try to get that on the Red Devil Network so our band kids can watch their performance later on Rankin YouTube channel.
Oh, and they did a little trickery there. And that was not going to go far enough.
It's going to be just short of 15 yards, and so Rankin will have a shot. They might have 2 plays, and I think we have some timeouts.
So I don't think we've used a timeout yet.
And so Rankin might have a couple of chances to try to get this ball in the end zone before the end of the half.
You know, whenever you've got Deacon Armendariz, Barrett Jackson, Bunger, man.
You have a lot of speed.
You got a lot of speed. 11 seconds is a long time.
All right, so let's see what the Red Devils do with 11 seconds to play at half. It's 1st and 15. The ball will sit on about the 37-yard line on the Rankin side of the field. And that's Richie Escajeda, the center for Rankin. And that's Case Custer in the game, 25.
Yeah, and he's been a monster on defense today.
Deacon Armendariz getting set out wide. They're going to dump it to number 22, Rudy Escajeda. He's going to run to the middle of the field. They're going to have to burn a timeout right here, and they do. The clock is still running.
Stopped at 1 second.
It should be about 4 or 5 seconds on the clock there. All right, so it'll be first down, and the Red Devils will get probably one more play. It's a 36-24 ball game, and Red Devils have just called timeout. This will be the last play of the half here in Hermley, and what a great half it's been.
Okay. Well, you have a transmitter deal. We need to get you a different battery. It's giving you battery life. That's a totally different battery.
All right, so there are the Red Devil cheerleaders working hard again. Let's recognize our sponsors for the Rankin Red Devil cheerleaders. Our sponsors this year are Tawny Jennings and Emily Hardaway, doing a great job with the Rankin cheerleaders, and they're Katrina Perwozniak, Chloe Aguilar, Taylor Ramos, Kaylee Acosta, Alexa Aguero, and Arlie Selman. Keep up the great work, ladies.
All right, I got a few scores real quick before we get back to action. Westbrook just mops up Spur 58-8. Klondike's over Sands, 42-26. Erin County's over Highland, 48-16.
All right, here we go. Last play of the half. Rankin has the ball. They're going to spread it out here. Blake Wise is the quarterback. He's going to look to throw. And he's going to dump it to Rudy Escajeda, number 22. Rudy has the ball on the outside.
Got some room.
And there's a flag on the play, and that will probably end the half there, but nicely done by number 22, Rudy Escajeda. And that will do it for the first half. And the score is your Rankin Red Devils 36 and the Knox City Greyhounds 24.
All right, so everybody tune in to that Red Devil band. And, you know, most places we play don't have a band, so you're going to get a double treat tonight from the Knox City Greyhound band.
Do you have any prizes to give away before the Knox City band takes the field?
Hey, I got one right here.
Okay.
Anybody want Senior Jalapenos? The first one to text me their name to 432-693-6000 gets a cheeseburger meal deal with home fries and a 20-ounce drink brought to you by Jana. I was thinking Jenna Braden. Okay. all the ones there at Senior Jalapeno.
All right, we got a visitor in the booth. It is the voice of the Red Devils.
I know, man. I'm in the background out there doing all that screaming, losing my voice out here. Hey, guys, been a great game so far. Knox City, everything that they said they were on paper, man. These guys are quick. They're strong. And I know we've been talking about that Baxter kid, but, man, can that kid play some football.
Rumble, stumble.
Hey, but speaking of that, here's what we're going to do. We've got one of our older sponsors out there, one that we really love, Rankin Drive-In Grocery. We got 2 shirts to give away, and those are those seventh man shirts. Okay, last week, penalty, 15-yard penalty on me. I took a phone call from Cody Owens. We're not supposed to do that. So the number is 432-693-6000. 432-693-6000. And this is the question. In 1980, Rankin played and lost in the state championship 7-6. Who was the team they played in 1980 during the state championship?
All right, while you are thinking about it, the winner of the Senior Jalapenos is Miss Reina Rodriguez. Reina Rodriguez, go down and visit Jana and get you a cheeseburger with home fries and a 20-ounce Dr. Pepper.
And shout out to Reina Rodriguez. She does a great job in the
she's
Rankin
awesome.
Cafeteria every day.
She is awesome.
And I love working with her. She's great to work with.
I heard those are some of the best burritos in town over there at the school.
Heck yeah. And this is the Knox City Band taking the field right here.
So are there any Red Devil fans out there that know the answer? 1980s, who did Rankin play in the state championship? Oh, it says BAM. No.
And I'll say this, I bet you it wasn't Knox City.
So somebody said White Deer. No, it was not White Deer in 1980. Vicky Templeton says it's Valley. Vicky, you are the winner. Get with Paige Lopez. Give her your size T-shirt, everything. She's going to get you a Rankin Drive-In Grocery 7th Man T-shirt. All right, guys, sticking with that theme. There was a running back on that team. Vicky, you can't win this one either. There was a running back on that team. He was number 10. Who was that Red Devil running back?
And while you're thinking of it, we would really like the crowd to be able to hear the band, both bands. We'd like to support them. And so Knox City could go later on and watch their performance tonight on Rankin Red Devil YouTube channel, which is RA_NKIN, or you can go to the Red Devil Network and find it. So we're going to put our microphones down, let you listen to both bands, and we'll get back to the prizes right after that.
Your microphones are still. Oh, they're from the band. Oh, you're telling that. Them too. We can hear you. Say she's just so y'all know. Just got the police.
All right, that was well, I thought it was. They might have one more for us. I know that people are just, sitting there, nervous. Who won? Who won? All right, the winner is going to be App Gonzalez.
Hey, thank you, Pete. But not only is it going to be App Gonzalez, that is a close personal friend of Mr. Dennis Black. Guys, number 10 for that team that year was going to be none other. Some people were already texting in. They said the one and only Dennis Black. So those are going to be the 2 T-shirts, guys. What y'all need to do is get with Paige Lopez, and she's going to get your size to her. She'll get you your T-shirt right to you. Those are from the Drive-In Grocery, the hottest T-shirts in town, the 7th Man.
Well, Boo Boo designed those shirts.
Okay, I know we're making a little fun here, guys.
Yeah.
I don't have a college degree, but I'm trying to get a couple things done.
All right, so, man, this is the pride of Rankin right here, the mighty Red Devil Band fixing to take the field. Oh, hey, got a few scores. Borden County falls to Follett. Well, no, do they? No, I guess it's still going on. 40-8. And then I got some right here. All right, some quick scores real quick while we're waiting on the band. Garden City 14, May Tigers 43, Spring Lake Earth, well, that one don't have a score. Grand Falls Royalty 38 to Midland Holy Cross 64. Wow. The Marfa Shorthorns are blanked out by the Balmoral Bears 60-0. All right, Westbrook is whipping up on, I guess they whipped up on Spur 58-8. Klondike over Sands Mustangs 42-26. Erin County Hornets 48 to Highland Hornets 16. All right, the Mighty Red Devil Band's taking the field, and they're under the field direction of Mr. Tucker Kimbrough. He is the drum major this year. And get ready for the solo by Miss Tate Jackson here in just a second. All right, I'm going to put my microphone out the window.
I thought it Stanford for 62, 52. I thought it Stanford for 90. I thought they were about 20. Did you? Yeah, I started in 93, and then we moved here in 2012. Really? That's right. 98 or 99. Oh, yeah? You taught what? I taught elementary. 4th and 5th grade. I taught in the home ec college.
6A all the way down.
Yeah. Linnell.
Sweetwater Pittsburgh 7-7. Half.
That's your name. Okay.
Let's go somewhere.
Mondock 36, Sands 18.
I thought you looked familiar.
County 48, Highland 24.
Small world.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Rankin, the Mighty Red Devils Band.
This is my 9th year starting in Rankin. Of course, I'm from here, graduated from here, so it means a lot to me. You know, it's special, it's home. To get to come back and watch these guys grow up and play together at a young age and watch them grow into young men and just carry that bond with them on the football field is pretty special for me.
We've got some kids that just have great energy, and we talked about how that energy is contagious. And so we saw that big time today, how 2 or 3 positive guys that's rubbing off on 2 or 3 others, and all of a sudden just the drill or whatever it is you're doing is just that much better.
We got about 15 or 16 seniors coming out, and I think we're going to have a lot of good leadership. They're hungry to win, and a lot of them, played last year, didn't end the way they wanted it to, but I think they're ready to come in this year and do what it takes to win.
We're going to have speed. We're going to have a bunch of it, and that's something we hadn't had in a while, and not just one or two kids. We got a bunch of kids with speed. It's going to be a wild ride.
They came in, they looked good this morning. They're ready to work. I think this is one of the years I've been waiting for. This is the group I kind of started with. So I hope everything that we've worked for kind of comes to fruition here.
You start the year, you're kind of nervous about it. There's steps you got to take. They may be behind, but you see that progress. And it may be the small steps, and it may be 2 years down the road. But you see the progression, and that's just the best feeling in the world.
I'm hyped for the season. I'm ready for it. We got all these younger guys and all these older guys, seniors, everyone, same energy. We're just on blast,
I've known these guys for a very long time, so they kind of have an idea who I am, and I know who they are too. We're all really excited to be together, and first day was really good.
Everybody was a little rusty, but after a couple of days, we'll get back into it.
A lot of us have grown together for that team chemistry. The team dynamic is really, really good.
Everybody has really high expectations for us throughout the season, and they all have this vision of how good we'll do.
This town is awesome, and the Rankin support, faculty, staff, administration, the community, the parents.
We have a county that's all about the kids and supports the school, but then you also have a city that works to support the kids as well.
There's a joke around here. If you want to rob Rankin, do it on Friday night because we're all at the football field. That's kind of been our reputation is we pack the stands everywhere we go. Red Devil football is life.
Let out the beast. Let them out. I lead the pack. I'm on the move. I can't relax. I got to. Let out the beast. Let out the beast. Let out the beast. Let out the beast.
All right, welcome back to Hermile, Texas, where the score stands 36-24, your Red Devils. Hey, how about that Red Devil band?
Yes, what an outstanding show put on by both bands, starting with Knox City Band, doing a great job, and then the Red Devils coming out, marching, those tubas pounding through, playing a little old-time music there.
Yes, sir. Speaking of show, man, we couldn't get it done without Nico Delgado, Carson Kinney, Jordan upstairs, Jordan Foster upstairs, and then stepping up as super producer today is Mr. Riley White, along with Miss Concho Valley, Dawn White.
Well, here we go, the exciting lead into this game here, and we're fixing to kick off.
All right, and
take it away, Pete.
This is the man we want to see, number 32, Coltrane Cura. He is, oh, man, and the guy gets it right off the bat, and I'm going to tell you who that is. That's going to be number 11, Baxter.
I don't know if I'd kick the ball to that guy.
Yeah, all right. I think we need to make an adjustment.
Yeah, he is hard to tackle.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Cole Cura is about a good onside kicker as there is.
I tell you what, so Knox City's going to start the second half. It is 36-24, but Knox City has the ball. They're going into the wind, and they'll have the ball first and 15 in good field position at the 35-yard line on the Rankin side of the field.
And the wind has laid just a little bit
It has.
as night falls on us here in Hermile, Texas.
All right, here we go. So they're going to be in a tight spread look, T-spread. They're going to pitch it back to the big man, number 11.
Oh.
He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Nicely done by the Rankin defense.
And first one to get a hold of him is going to be number 25, Case Custer. That's going to be like bulldogging a steer.
Yeah, great tackle there by Case Custer. Doing a great job defensively for the Red Devils. And that'll bring up second down and 15, no gain on the play. And the quarterback tonight for the Knox City Greyhounds is number 23, junior Bryson Calloway. They're going to come into a T-spread, tight T-spread, Calloway, the quarterback. And they're going to pitch it back to number 32, Caleb Arrieta. And Keller's going to
Oh,
break
he
through.
found the hole.
And he's going to make it all the way down to the first down to about the 16-yard line. And that's a nice run by number 32, Caleb Arriata for the Knox City Greyhounds.
And he's brought down in like flying Superman fashion by number 5, Escajeda.
And Knox City has some athletic kids. Both the kids in the backfield, Caleb Arriata and number 11, Tristan Baxter, are really athletic running backs that can make anything happen on any play. They come to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 15, new set of downs. And then they're going to hand it to number 4, another athletic player, and that is number 4, Guillory Jr. And Guillory's going to pick up around 3 yards for the Greyhounds. And that'll be 2nd down and about 12 yards to go. They can get a first down without making a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
So it's not 1st and goal here. It's 2nd and 13. If they get a first down, they have to get to about the 1-yard line. And so they're going to come to the line of scrimmage again, and they're going to stick with this tight spread T formation, pitch it back to number 11. And he's hit by number 21, David Bunger, hanging on to the big boy, Tristan Baxter, and bringing him down after a gain of about 1 yard. And that's going to put the ball right on the 10-yard line where it will be 3rd down and 9 to go. And again, I'll reiterate, they can get a first down without making a touchdown. And this is the first drive of the second half. Knox City got the ball on the kickoff, working it down the field, and they're on the 10-yard line here, 3rd and 9. Tight T spread, pitching back to Baxter. And Baxter's run out of bounds. Nicely done by the Red Devil defense.
Yeah, he's going to be pushed out of bounds by number 5, Escajeda.
Richie Escajeda doing a great job, and here we go. We have a big 4th down to start the second half.
You don't know prediction?
What's your prediction there, Pete?
Big boy run the ball.
All right, so he's going to predict that Baxter's going to touch the ball here. It's 7:44 on the clock. Big 4th down. It's 4th and 7. Ball is sitting on about the 8-yard line. T-spread.
Oh.
Callaway's going to look to throw. Lots of pressure by David Bunger. He's going to dump it to 32. He catches it. And what a play by Callaway, getting the ball to number 32, Caleb Arriata, and that will be a Knox City touchdown.
You know, they did that same thing a while ago, that quick shotgun pass, the Nolan Ryan Express.
And Callaway had lots of pressure by number 5, Richie Escajeda, number 21, David. But he was able to get that ball away. Nicely done by Callaway, the quarterback for the Greyhounds.
All right, attempting the extra points is going to be number 4, Guillory. Holding the ball is going to be number 23, Bryson Callaway. And they're going to be kicking into the wind. And that one's batted down by the Red Devils.
And Red Devils have been really good about blocking field goals this year. They were really successful against Westbrook and also doing a great job tonight against Knox City.
All right, with 7:37 left in the third quarter, it's a 36-30, your Red Devils.
Well, we have a football game here in Hermely. And we watched 2 good bands play at halftime, and here come the Rankin Red Devil cheerleaders on the track to support the Red Devils. And we sure would like to give a shout-out to their sponsors this year, Emily Hardaway and Tawny Jennings doing a great job with the cheerleaders this year. We'd also like to thank our student trainer, Coda Quaylar, doing a great job for the Red Devils. And our filmer, that's kind of a job behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it is super important because the coaches break down video, and that's Jaden Hillock. Thank you for being the filmer for the Red Devils. That job is definitely an important job, and we sure appreciate you, Jaden Hillock.
All right, teams the ball for the Rockhounds. The Greyhounds is going to be number 4, David Guillory. Back deep to receive for the Red Devils is number 1, Deacon Armendariz.
All right, so if they kick it to Deacon Armendariz, he might have a chance here.
And it's going to go straight up in the air. That one might even be negative yardage. Yeah.
And I thought that might defy the law of physics, but with that wind, that wind caught it and blew it backwards, and that was a pretty good gust of wind there when he kicked it.
They're going to spot that as a 1-yard kick.
And that'll be good field position for the Red Devils. They'll start 1st and 15, and they're going to place the ball on.
Oh, no, it's going to be negative.
Yeah, I think they called offsides there to boot.
Yeah, so that's going to put the Red Devils in excellent field position.
The ball's going to be on the 26-yard line. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. And that'll be 1st down. They're going to get the chains set right. And they're going to have to wait for the chains to get set. They have a 4th down there, and the chains are not set.
There we go.
There you go. So it'll be first down, and they apply the penalty. And so they're still talking about it because I'm a little confused here too. And so Whitehat's going to come around.
Yeah, the Greyhound coach isn't liking it.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to move the chains here. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the placement of the ball, which is the 26. But I could be wrong. And that's what the Knox City coach is questioning right here. And so 7:37 to play here in the third quarter. It is a Rankin 36.
Sammy,
Knox
you were not
City.
wrong.
I was right.
Yeah, you were not wrong.
There you go. They moved the change. It should be 1st and 15 there at the placement of the ball. So they get it right. So it's 1st and 15 Red Devils. Tight-eye formation. They're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson. And he's going to run up the middle of the right side. Brought down by number 22 for Knox City. And that's John Cross Utley with the tackle. And that'll bring up 2nd down and about 9 yards for the first. Down box still hasn't been moved yet. He's going to get it right now, so down box is moving. They're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson on the right side again. Good block by Blake Wise.
Oh, man, shoestring tackle.
Good, and that's going to be a Red Devil first down. Great run again by Barrett Jackson.
Yeah, that shoestring right there just barely got his legs. It's going to be number 32, Caleb. I don't remember how we say that. Ariata.
I think that's my best stat, man.
Yep.
All right, 1st and goal. Rankin has the ball here, and they're going to hand it up the middle to David Bunger, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds after a pickup of 2 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down and goal to go. Ball sitting on the 7-yard line.
2nd and goal, Red Devils.
And Red Devils waste no time, going straight to the tight eye formation. Blake Wise is going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson on the short side of the field. He finds a crease, and that'll be a Red Devil touchdown by Barrett Jackson. Man, I've said his name a lot tonight.
Oh, me too, and I love it.
Barrett Jackson doing a great job for the Red Devils. I tell you what, he has come alive tonight here in Hermely.
Yeah, Michaela just texted in from downtown Houston, and she said, that's my brother.
And she should be proud.
Yeah,
He's
she
doing a
should
great
be.
job.
All right, team with the ball for the Red Devils. Number 12, Jackson White. Attempting the extra points is number 5, Richie Escajeda. They're waiting on the snap. Kick is up. No good. All right, so Brian skirted by right there. So, all right, so with 6 minutes, 58 seconds left in the third quarter, 42-30, your Red Devils.
Man, nothing like football season in West Texas in the fall. A band playing, cheerleaders yelling,
Hey.
close ball game here in Hermely.
Speaking of cheerleader, let me give a quick shout out to Katrina Perwozniak, Chloe Aguilar, Taylor Ramos, Kaylee Acosta, Alexis Aguero, and Arlie Selman. You know, boy, them girls they look good. They're in time. I mean, that's a great cheer squad.
Yeah, I'd also like to recognize the coach for the Knox City Greyhounds, and that's Caleb Calloway, doing a great job this year leading the Greyhounds, and they are a top 10 team and playing well, and you will see them in the playoffs for sure.
Oh, yeah, and if not this year, definitely next year. They were all young players over there at Knox City, so next year there will be ones that I want to watch. Very similar to Buena Vista. They're all young. All right, team up the ball is Fernando Arizola, and he's got the wind at his back, and he put sail to that one, but it's going to be fielded by number 32, and he's got some wheels underneath him, but he ran directly into
David Bunger.
Is that number 21? David Bunger.
Yeah, and that's Caleb Ariata receiving that ball.
And he's got some wheels. That's a fast kid.
He has some speed. Low center of gravity, very shifty. And that'll be 1st and 15. The Greyhounds will have the ball. Looks like about the 26-yard line. 6:53 remaining here in the third quarter. It's Rankin 42, Knox City Greyhounds 30. And they're going to be in a tight T-spread formation. They're going to pitch it back to Guillory. Guillory, number 4, looking for a crease. And he gets about 3 or 4 yards in the play.
Yeah, not before he's brought down by number 25, Case Custer. And number 21, David Bunger.
Yeah, David Bunger and Case Custer doing a great job right there. And only a gain of 4 there for Guillory. And Guillory has a lot of speed. If he busts through there, he's going to be hard to chase down. 6:25 and ticking as the Greyhounds come to the line of scrimmage. Tight T spread, and that's Callaway, the quarterback. Callaway's going to pitch it back to the big man, Baxter. Baxter runs to the left side, breaks the tackle, finally brought down after a gain of about 3 yards. Looks like Deacon Armendariz on the tackle.
Yeah, I did. I was trying to see over there.
And maybe Blake Bunger as well in on the action, number 11 for the Red Devils. And that'll be 3rd down and about 10 to go. And we have official timeout on the field. That's Richie Escajeda.
Looks like Richie might be cramping up a little bit.
Yeah, as he meets up with Jim Sears there, walking off. He should be fine. Coming off, walking a cramp off, looks like. And so that'll bring up 3rd down and 10, 5:57 on the clock. It's a 42-30 ball game, and Knox City has the ball. And they are hard to bring down. We've been saying that all night, that when Tristan Baxter touches the ball, they better get every hand they got on him and hang on, because he is strong and fast.
And he keeps those legs pumping.
All right, so Knox City comes to the line of scrimmage at a 3rd and 10 situation. And Callaway's going to pitch it back to Guillory. Guillory's going to look for room, and he's going to bounce to the outside. He's hit in the backfield by number 1, Deacon Armendariz, and also number 11, Blake Bunger. And they're going to stop him for about a 2-yard loss.
It's going to be a loss.
What a great play there by the Rankin Red Devil defense. And so that'll bring up a big 4th down here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, if you go back and look at that whenever when we publish this and you go back and look at it, you know, Case Custer got back there real slow, real quick and got him turned around, and that gave time for the other guys to pull up there and stop him.
All right, here we go. Big 4th down. Standard spread formation. Callaway's the quarterback, left-hander. He can run or throw. He's going to throw it. And he hits number 4, Guillory. And what a great play from Callaway to Guillory. And that will move the sticks for a fresh set of downs there. What a nice play from Callaway to Guillory for that about a 15-yard hookup. And that'll be a Knox City 1st down, 1st and 15. Ball's on the 35. Knox City wastes no time. They're going to pitch it back to Callaway. In the lefty, the southpaw is going to tuck it and run. He has all kinds of green grass in front of him. Only man to beat is Blake Bunger. Blake Bunger brings him out of bounds, but that'll be another 1st down for the Greyhounds. And I saw some good things right there from the spread back, Callaway, for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, Blake Bunger pushed him out of bounds about the 18-yard line.
All right, they're going to waste no time. No huddle for the Knox City Greyhounds. And Rankin defensive coordinator Colton Martin says, hang on, we need to talk about this, because Callaway, the southpaw, is coming alive there in that spread back position for Knox City.
Yeah, and if you've ever seen 5 minutes of a 6-man football game, a 12-point lead is not much of a lead at all.
No, and you see a lot of athleticism on Knox City, from Callaway to their running back Arietta, to number 11 Tristan Baxter, to Guillory, number 4. Lots of speed and athleticism on the field for both teams.
You know, and like we talked about earlier in the show, you know, last week this Greyhound team gave May a run for their money, a heck of a game.
And May coming up big so far against Garden City tonight, so that tells you how good May is. It also tells you how good Knox City is. You know, that was a close, I think, 80-51. I'm close. I think the score was close to that, but Knox City putting up a fight against a great May squad last week.
All right, the Armendariz families said that's a family tradition. Way to go, Red Devils.
All right, so Colton Martin and Coach Avalos make some adjustments to the defense to be prepared for this spread. When Callaway's in that position, he can run or pass and does a great job slinging the ball. And he's a lefty, and he has been making some great plays here in this drive. Spread formation, they're going to pitch it back to Callaway, and that's David Bunger in the backfield. But they're going to get it off to their fullback, and he's going to be brought out of bounds by Blake Wise,
yeah,
number
Blake
8.
Wise.
Blake Wise with a great defensive play. Only a pickup of 1 yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 14, Knox City. And again, what a play by Callaway. I thought David Bunger had him dead to rights there in the backfield, and he was able to sneak away and get that ball out of his hands.
I was fixing to say Callaway is really good under pressure. He seems to just make something out of nothing.
And David Bunger, he went in there quick. All right, here we go. That's number 23 with the ball. He's going to throw it, and he's going to hit. And that ball falls on the ground. It'll fall incomplete, but what a throw there to the sidelines. And it looks like it was intended for number 6, Ryan Shaver. just almost catching that ball inbounds, but it will fall incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down and 14.
And he was chased out of bounds by, looked like that was Barrett Jackson and Deacon Armendariz.
All right, so here we are, 3rd down, and the ball is all the way on the Rankin side of the field on about the 17-yard line. Now they're going to come really spread the field here. Standard spread look with Callaway as the spread back, and he can throw it. He looks to throw it across his body to the backside to number 22, and number 22 catches it, but he's brought down by 25, who that is Case Custer doing a great job defensively.
And that number 22 is going to be John Cross Utley.
And so here we go, another big 4th down play. I tell you what, there's been a lot of big 4th down plays already in this game. So if the Red Devils stop them, it could be a big momentum shift. And if they don't stop them, it could be a touchdown for Knox City. So this is another big play. So get off your seat and put your hands in the air. Give a little love to the Red Devils. Let's see what happens. Spread formation. Callaway is the spread back. They're going to pitch it back to him. He can run or throw. He's going to let it loose in the end zone to Guillory.
Wow.
Throws it on a dime. What a great
Beautiful
hookup.
pass.
And that connection was from number 23, Callaway, to number 4, Devin Guillory, for a Knox City touchdown.
And, you know, he threw it double covered. Number 15, Barrett Jackson, and number 11, Blake Bunger, were on him, and he just hit him right in the hands mid-stride.
You can't throw it any better than that, Pete.
Yes, sir.
What a great throw.
All right, team up the ball for the Greyhounds is going to be number 23, Bryson Callaway, and attempting the extra points is going to be number 4, Devin Gilroy.
Yeah, everybody's up here is really impressed with the quarterback there for Knox City.
Beautiful. And they're had a kind of bobbled snap, so they're just going to throw it back to the end zone. The pass is no good. So with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left in the third quarter of play, 42-36, your Red Devils.
And Knox City said, if we can't kick it, we're going to have to do something else, and they tried a little trickery there.
Yeah, and that was just some quick thinking. I mean, you know, I'm super impressed with number 4, Devin Gilroy, number 11, Tristan Baxter, and number 23, Bryson Callaway. You know, those guys are right there. And every one of those I named are they are juniors and sophomores. So like we talked about a while ago, this Greyhound team, you will hear them again in the future.
Definitely. We still have a close game. It is 42-36 here in the third quarter. 4:16 to play. Red Devils will get the ball here, and they're going to have to do really good things here in this series offensively to try to get the ball in the end zone to keep a 12-point spread or bigger against this really tenacious Knox City Greyhound ball squad. Ball club.
All right, back deep to receive for the Red Devils is going to be number 1, Deacon Armendariz. Teeing up the ball for the Greyhounds is going to be number 23, and that's Bryson Callaway.
And it looks like they're going to try to kick it short here, Pete.
Yeah, they're aiming straight at number 25, Case Custer. Oh no, that's going to be number 21.
David Bunger. Wow, doing a great job being aware.
And that's going to bring the Red Devils out to about the 30-yard line.
He caught that ball right out of the air and snagged it and started running. Wow, what a great, confident run there by David Bunger for the Red Devils. And that's Boo Boo Bear you hear in the background, the voice of the Red Devils.
He's getting the crowd pumped up.
All right, 1st and 15. Again, good field position for the Red Devils. Have the ball on about the 31-yard line. They'll be in a tight Jaybird formation. And they're going to hand it up to Deacon Armendariz up the middle.
And that's a good, strong run by Deacon.
He picks up around, I'm going to say 8 or 9 yards on that run.
Man, I love it whenever Deacon does a run like that and just bounces right back up. I mean, that kid is pure athleticism.
And what a great leader. He has such a great attitude on the field and in practice, always helping others up, being very positive all the time, great energy, great leadership there from Deacon Armendariz, number 1.
And he's got the best hair in high school. I love that.
All right, so Blake Wise looking to throw. He has number 11, Blake Bunger, and he goes right through Blake Bunger's fingertips, and that would be 6 points, but it falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Red Devils.
With 3:39 left in the third quarter.
I was getting ready to yell it. Were you, Pete?
Oh, me too.
Oh, my gosh. He had a good separation, good route there by Blake Bunger. Ball just kind of went through his fingertips, wasn't able to hang on to it. So they're bringing 3rd and 7 as Rankin comes to the line of scrimmage. Jaybird formation. Barrett Jackson's going to be pitched the ball on the right side. He's bottled up, and he's going to be tackled. And now we're going to have a big 4th down here for the Red Devils. It'll be 4th down and 7. And let's see what Garrett Avalos does here. And this is a big play right here. If Knox City is able to stop, they could gain the momentum back. It's only a 6-point game if my math is correct. And anything could happen in this ball game. So this is a huge pivotal play right here in the ball game. And Blake Wise under center, talking to Barrett Jackson in the backfield. Comes to the line of scrimmage. He's going to look to throw. He's going to dump it to David Bunger right at the sticks. And that might be another measurement here. Let's see what they call. And they're looking at the down marker, and they have stopped him. The Knox City Greyhounds have held him, and what a great defensive effort. David Bunger catching the ball right at the down marker, but they're able to stop him, and that's been 2 big stops, one for Rankin and one for Knox City in this game. And let's see if Knox City capitalizes. If they come out in that spread with Callaway in the back, they've had a lot of success with that, and I tell you what, I've been super impressed by number 23 Callaway for Knox City Greyhounds.
That doesn't sound very biased.
It's true. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Well, he's a stud.
And he's going to throw it lefty right to the sidelines again, hitting Guillory right there at the sidelines, throwing it on a dime. No air under that ball. A bullet hitting him right at the sidelines for a good gain. Let's see where they're marking the ball.
I didn't see a flag. Did you?
They're going to call that ball incomplete, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's out of bounds.
Okay, so they're going to call that out of bounds incomplete. And what a great throw and catch, but just out of bounds. So that'll be 2nd down and 15. And that was really hard to see, so it was close, Pete. All right, they're going to pitch it back to Callaway. He can run or throw. He's going to tuck it and run, wasting no time to try to get to the outside. And Richie Escajeda's there to knock him out of bounds.
Yeah, Richie Escajeda pushed him out about the 27-yard line.
You see lots of potential with the Callaway kid in that spread formation.
Yeah.
And he has a good pickup there, so it'll be 3rd down and 5 here for the Knox City Greyhounds. And they have definitely found a formula that is working right now on this spread with Callaway in the back. They have lots of potential. The Red Devils are going to really have to buckle down here to contain this high-powered offense from Knox City. And they're going to pitch it back to Callaway. He can run or throw. He's looking to dump it, and he does dump it to the big man. It falls incomplete. And Barrett Jackson was right there to make something happen. And so it might have been a pretty good idea for him not to catch that ball. It might have been a loss of yards because Barrett Jackson was ready to pounce on him.
So that brings up another 4th down.
This is another big 4th down. I've said that a lot during this game. That means that this is a good game.
This is a good game.
It's not just score every other play. We have some good defense going on from both squads. And it is, if you're asking, it's 4th down and 5. 2:43 on the clock. Knox City Greyhounds have the ball. And that's Callaway, the spread back for the Greyhounds. And they're going to pitch it back to Callaway. He's going to waste no time and tuck it and run it. And he's tackled the back and the Red Devils hold. And that's Barrett Jackson coming up big for the Red Devils.
Barrett Jackson with a big stop.
Well, I'm going to shake that boy's hand after this game. What a game Barrett Jackson has played for the Red Devils. Number 15 coming up big on both sides of the ball, and that will be a Red Devil first down. And the Red Devils needed that play. They needed the momentum back, and they did it on the defensive side of the ball, so they come to the line of scrimmage 1st and 15. Jaybird formation. Blake Wise is the quarterback. They're going to hand it to Deacon Armendariz right up the middle. He's still on his feet. And a good team tackle there by Knox City.
But a really good, powerful run by Deacon Armendariz.
And he still picked up around 7 yards on the play. Make it 8. And so that'll be 2nd down and about 7 for the Red Devils. And they come to the line of scrimmage again, the Jaybird look. And that's Blake Wise, a senior, is the quarterback. And he's going to look to throw it. And he's going to dump it to number 22, Rudy Escajeda. And Rudy is shifting. He breaks the tackle. Rudy's still on his feet. Rudy Escajeda, 22, doing a great job there, moving the sticks, and that'll be a Red Devil first down.
Oh, Rudy, even he juked out the big man there.
Rudy, you know, he has one of those unsung hero top spots at center, and it's good to see him get some action tonight on receiving the football. Here we go, first down and goal. Rankin has the ball on the 9-yard line. Jaybird formation is Deacon Armendariz with the ball, and that's number 11, the big man tackling him, and that's a big guy falling on a little guy there.
Yeah, but, you know, Deacon still muscled out about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Deacon's fast. He tried to squirt through there, but I'll tell you what, still impressed by Tristan Baxter for Knox City. Good job for Deacon Armendariz, and let's see what the Red Devils can do with second down and goal, and ball is on about the 6-yard line. They're going to hand it to Barrett Jackson. He's hitting the backfield, but is able to break a tackle and make a few yards of the play, and he gets us a few yards closer down to about the 4-yard line, where it will be third down and goal from the 4.
And right under a minute to play in the third quarter.
All right, Pete, this is a big series for the Devils. I'm getting a little nervous. My hands are getting sweaty. But this is a big series. Rankin has got to get it in the end zone here. And so it is third down and goal from the 4. And they're going to hand it up the middle to Barrett Jackson. He's going nowhere. He maybe makes a yard. And here we go, another big fourth down in this ball game.
Boy, you know, Sammy, it sounds like a broken record. You know, if you look at the score, 42-36, that sounds like a lot of scoring, but this has been a defensive battle.
It sure has, especially in a 6-man ball game. All right, here we go, fourth down. And they're going to pitch it back to Barrett, and they're going to run to the right side, and does he get the ball over?
No.
They're going to call him short. He's right there at the line to gain.
At about the 6
And
inch.
I'm still waiting for it, but they're going to call him short. And that will not be a touchdown. That'll be a stop for Knox City.
Yeah, but, man, that puts Knox City in a hole to dig out of.
And they will have the ball first and 15 from inches from the goal line. And so they're not even on the 1-yard line. They're between the 1-yard line and the goal line. Will be first and 15. Man, I thought Barrett was in. That was really close. So I'm betting Colton Martin's going to put a lot of pressure here. Because last week they got a safety on Westbrook, and Westbrook was in a similar position. Let's see if Knox City is able to get the ball out of the end zone here.
They waited and let that play clock run out.
Half the distance.
So that's going to be about 2 inches.
About 2 inches or 2.5 inches here. They're going to have to get a ruler out to figure out how far to move the ball here.
Well, you know, I was going to say a while ago that number 23, he likes to run back and get, you know, a good eye on the field, but he's only got the distance of the end zone. You know, so he doesn't have much room to play there.
And so the ranking coaches might take a risk here and put a lot of pressure in the backfield. And let's see if Knox City does something a little different since they're so close.
Man,
I'll tell you, it's almost on the goal line.
I'm saying send Bunger, send Custer.
All right, so let's see what they do. Knox City has the ball. And then the Red Devils are coming up. They just get it out. They get it all the way to about the 3 or 4 yard line. Nicely done by Knox City.
Brought down by, let's see who that was. Number 5, Escajeda.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter.
All right, like Boo Boo always says, get your 4 fingers in the air because we're rolling into the fourth quarter, 42-36, your Red Devils.
And what a game, Pete. Man, this has been so exciting to watch. And both teams being very impressive. I'll tell you what, Barrett Jackson for the Red Devils doing a great job. Deacon Armendariz, number 1. And then Richie Escajeda on the line of scrimmage, blocking hard. And then what I really want to highlight is Rudy Escajeda, number 22.
I mean, he's been a receiver tonight.
He has, and he's made some crucial catches. And he made one right before the half, and he almost scored. But I tell you what, a lot of people pitching in for the Red Devils. Super proud of them, but they have one big quarter to go against a really good Knox City team.
Yes, sir. And while you said really good, that made me think of Tater's Drive-In and some quesadillas. So the first one to text me their name to 432-693-6000 gets a quesadilla meal brought to you by Tater's Drive-In right there in Rankin. That was that for a segue. That's nice.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Impressive, Pete.
I've been working on those.
All right, so we are at the end of the third quarter, heading into the fourth, and we have a 6-point ball game here in Herman Lee, Texas. And the wind is still blowing from the south, and it looks like
I think it's just below gale force wind. Now it's just uncomfortably windy.
Now, the only thing is the Rankin Red Devils will have to be going into that wind, I think, here in the fourth. Knox City will have the wind to their back. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep, that's correct. So Knox City will have the wind to their back. They have the ball on the 4-yard line, where it is 2nd down and 12.
All right, we have a winner, Dorian Abelos. Dorian Abelos. You have a quesadilla meal from Tater's Drive-In.
And they try to run it to the left side, but the defense does a great job. And that is number 5, Richie Escajeda, number 11, Blake Bunger with the stop, bringing up 3rd down and about 10 yards to go for the first.
Yeah, I was watching. I couldn't even read the text, but, yeah, number 11, Blake Bunger, stepped up on that one. But, Dorian, you've got a quesadilla meal from Tater's Drive-In right there in Rankin.
All right, so 9:32 and ticking here to play in the game here in Hermleigh, Texas. And we have a great game. It is only a 6-point spread between Knox City and Rankin. Knox City has the ball 3rd and 9. And they're going to pitch it back to their spread back, Callaway. He can run or throw. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground.
That's going to be
they're going to call that incomplete.
That was a gift.
It could have either been a safety or it could have been a fumble, but the Knox City gets the Angels of football on their side. I tell you what, and I do think that was called correctly. I do think it was an incomplete pass, but, man, it was close to being a fumble or a safety. And a great defensive play there by number 21, David Bunger. And here we go. Another big fourth down.
Yeah, this is a really big
fourth down and 9. Let's see if the Red Devils can hold. And now they have number 4. That is Devin Guillory, and he's going to be in the spread back position. And they're going to pitch it back to Guillory. He's going to punt it. Oh, they're going to punt it. You don't see that very often in 6-man ball. Wow, that sure surprised me there.
That was almost like a trick play, a fake punt, because he was lined up in the spread back position.
Wow, so Devin Guillory gets back in spread back position and acts like he's going to run it, then kicks it, surprises everybody, and that'll put the – and so they're trusting their defense there, Knox City is. So nicely done by Knox City and getting the ball pushed down the field a little bit, and that'll put Rankin still on, with good field position. Ball on the 34-yard line on Knox City side of the field, and Rankin will get a fresh set of downs here, and let's see if they can get the ball in the end zone. Shotgun formation, Blake Wise pitches back to Barrett Jackson. Barrett Jackson trying to get to the corner. Only going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. And that's number 23, Callaway, with the tackle. And like Barrett Jackson on the Rankin team, Callaway has been good both directions. He made a crucial interception early in the first quarter and then has really been doing a good job from the spread back position offensively. All right, here we go. Red Devils have the ball. It is 2nd down and 14. Blake Wise is going to hand the ball to Deacon Armendariz. He's hitting the backfield. That'll be a big loss. Loss of 3 or 4 yards on the play. And Knox City read that play from the beginning, and they were able to hit Deacon Armendariz in the backfield for a loss of about 4 yards on the play. And so that'll bring up a big third down and about 17 or 18 yards for the first. And Red Devils will huddle up here. And let's see what Garrett Avalos has in store here on 3rd down and about 18 to go for the first.
3rd and 18, Red Devils.
That's Blake Bunger, number 11, there on the line of scrimmage, right by his brother, number 21, David Bunger, and Rudy Escajeda is the center. They're going to pitch it back to number 15, Barrett Jackson. He's hit the backfield, picked up 2 yards, and nicely done again by the Knox City defense.
And that's going to be number 6, Ryan Shaver.
Ryan Shaver with the tackle for Knox City. And here we go, 4th down and about 17 to go for the first. So the Red Devils are going to have to reach deep in their hat of tricks right here on this 4th down and 17. All right, they're going to come line. Blake Bunger is the split right end over here, number 11. And they're going to be a shotgun formation. And I bet they're going to throw it here, and they are. Blake Wise looking to throw it. He's going to throw it to number 11, Blake Bunger. He's still on his feet. Can he break through and get the first down? And he does it. Nicely done by Knox City defense. And Blake Bunger almost broke that last tackle. But you know what? The ball will go over on downs. It'll be Knox City's ball.
Yeah, but you talk about effort. Oh, Bunger, he sure gave it his all.
And so that really makes that punt decision a smart decision by Knox City, punting the ball, trusting their defense, and their defense holds. And so they'll have another crack at it here with 6:44 remaining in the game. Just a 6-point differential in this ball game, 42-36. The Red Devils are up, and the ball is on the 19-yard line. And they have the score, May 49, Garden City 26. It's 49-26. May on top of Garden City with 5 minutes to play in the game. That's Callaway throwing it out of bounds. Nicely done by nicely defended there by the Rankin defense.
Yeah, I don't think Callaway kind of got his bearings and realized he's going with the wind this time.
Yeah, so he's got a little bit of wind to his back, and he made those good throws while I go into the wind.
Oh man.
And so let's see, 6:39 to play in the game. It's 42-36, and we have 2nd down and 15. How about that May Garden City game?
Oh man.
Wow. And two good teams there. And, of course, Garden City is in Rankin's district, and they'll meet in the last game of the of district play.
Oh, that's going to be a good game.
All right, here we go. Knox City has the ball. It's Callaway, the spread back. They're going to pitch it back to Callaway. He can run or throw. David Bunger's in his face.
Lots of pressure.
And he tackles him, and Callaway does a good job getting the ball out of his hands. And that is David Bunger bringing the pain in the backfield, doing a great job defensively for the Devils. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 15. You can start feeling the tension in the air, Pete. This is a close game.
Yeah, it's just been a defensive battle. I love it.
Knox City taking their time, making sure they come with the right play to the line of scrimmage on this 3rd and 15 play. They are on their side of the field. The ball sitting on about the 24-yard line. And they're going to pitch it back to their spread back. And that's Callaway looking to throw it deep. And he overthrows, and overthrows it by a long ways. And I think he's rattled. I think David Bunger might have rattled him.
And, Sammy, what does that bring up?
Another big 4th down.
Another huge 4th down.
All right, so I've said that about 15 times. You're probably getting tired of hearing it.
Yeah, but if you like to watch a good football game, you've picked the right one to watch tonight.
With the 6-point game here, Knox City was able to stop Rankin. Let's see if Rankin can stop Knox City. And that's just a makeup of great games. You see those games where one team scores, another one scores, another one scores. That is not the tell of the tape here tonight. Here you go, 6:28 to play. Knox City has the ball. They're going to pitch it back to Guillory. Guillory's going to punt it again. And that worked for him last time, really trusting the Knox City defense. And what a punt it is.
And it's still rolling.
It is rolling all the way down. Guillory kicking the ball to the 4-yard line for Knox City. And I'm going to say it again, man. Number 4, Devin Guillory. And that is the punt of the year, so in my eyes, any punt that I've seen in the last 2 or 3 years.
Why do you think we just gave up on it and let it roll?
I don't know if they're expecting it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I don't think the Red Devils were expecting them to punt it.
Yeah, we were walking over to get Gatorade and just let it roll all the way to the 4-yard line. All right, with 6:14 left in this contest, 42-36, your Red Devils.
All right, we need some Red Devil love. Get off your seat. All right, make some noise at home. Send some positive energy. Here we go. 1st and 15. Rankin has the ball. They're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson. He's going to go to the left side, and that Knox City defense is staunch up front.
Yeah, first one right there is going to be number 23, Bryson Callaway.
And Barrett Jackson's able to
6, Shaver.
And Barrett makes a claws for about 2 yards there. And be 2nd down and 13 for the Red Devils. All right, so Red Devils have the ball. Blake Bunger, and they're going to go to the I formation. Mix it up just a little bit here. I formation, they're looking to throw it. Number 11, Blake is open. They're going to hit Blake Bunger, and he's going to get a Red Devil first down. Knocked out of bounds by Callaway, but not after about a 18-yard gain. Hookup from Blake Wise to Blake Bunger.
Yeah, you can kind of breathe just a little bit now because, we were pushed back all the way to about the 4-yard line.
And they waste no time. Set. They're going to pitch it back to Barrett Jackson. He's got some good blocking there, and Callaway's going to hit him. Barrett tries to drag him for a few yards. Nicely done again by Barrett Jackson there to left side, and also defensively good play there by Callaway.
Yes, that's going to be about a 6-yard run.
Wow, he really did a good job after contact. Yards after contact, really good there from Barrett Jackson, picking up about 8 yards. And I think he might be cramping just a little bit in that left calf. Yeah, Barrett Jackson coming off, and, we're better with him on the field. He's going to have to.
Yeah, but he's running, so he's just cramping.
He might need a little pickle juice.
Yeah.
All right, so he has his replacement in there. I think they're going to put David Bunger in the backfield and Arizola Fernando in the line of scrimmage. So now we have a big fullback, number 21, David Bunger, and Deacon Armendariz is a tailback. It'll be second down and about 7 to go for the Red Devils. I formation looking to throw, and not anywhere to throw it. He's going to try to dump it. Oh, intercepted by Callaway. What a big interception there. I was hoping he'd throw that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, or anywhere else.
Well, everybody was covered, and I was just hoping he would sling it out of bounds because they did a good job covering the wide receivers on that play. So nicely done by the Knox City defense. And that'll be 1st and 15, Knox City.
All right, so Red Devils take over back on defense. So with 5 minutes, 2 seconds left in this contest, 42-36.
All right, here we go. T-spread formation. They're going to mix it up a little bit. They're going to pitch it back to the running back, number 32. That's Ariata.
Oh, he's got some wheels around the corner.
And they finally knock him out of bounds. Yeah. Richie Escajeda knocks him out.
Yeah, it'll be Escajeda pushing him out of bounds.
Really close to the first down marker. Well, man, I bet people are going to start biting their nails now. It's 42-36. Knox City has the ball on the Rankin side of the field. 4:55 to play in the game. Rankin is going to have to step up here defensively. It's second down and 1. They come to the line of scrimmage. They have Callaway in the quarterback position, running the T-spread, tight T-spread. They're going to pitch it back to Guillory. Guillory can try to get the outside, but number 5, Richie Escajeda, knocks him out of bounds. Nicely done by the Rankin defense.
We've seen a lot of defense tonight, and, you've heard Richie Escajeda's name lots of times. So that kid is really good tonight.
Yep, here we go. So third down, so no gain on the play. That'll bring up third down. I think it should be second down. Is that right?
Third.
Oh, that was the first down. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. So they got the first down. So 1st and 15, Greyhounds. Tight T spread. Callaway, the quarterback. And they're going to pitch it back to the running back, 32, Ariata. Ariata's going to run, try to get to the outside. He's hit hard, but Deacon Armendariz knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
That's a nice little lick by number 1, Deacon Armendariz.
And we got a game here. You can see the tension in the stadium on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Pins and needles. It is second down and about 9 to go for the first, or 10 to go for the first. Knox City has the ball on the 12-yard line. And they're going to be in the tight T spread, shotgun. They're going to pitch it back to the running back, Guillory. Guillory's going to try to bounce to the outside. Blake Bunger does a good job turning him in to his brother, 21, David Bunger. And they're going to tackle him with a gain of about 2 yards.
And the clock's ticking.
And that's going to be third down and about 10 to go.
With 4 minutes, 25 seconds left in this contest.
And Knox City. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say a 6-point game.
And Knox City can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. They have to get to about the 3-yard line, just past the 3-yard line to get a first down. And so it'll be third down and about 8 to go as Knox City comes to the line of scrimmage. T-spread, shotgun, pitching it back to the running back, number 32, Ariata. Ariata is trying to break to the outside. He's hit by 25. Case Custer knocking him down just short of the sticks.
Slung his helmet off.
And this will be another big, huge, gigantic, enormous fourth down for the Red Devils here.
Man, I was looking for adjectives. What else can we do?
All right, so
massive.
This is huge right here. I mean, I've said that a lot, but This is the biggest. This is the biggest one right here.
So the ball's placed on what about that 3.5-yard line?
I think it's on the 4.5-yard line.
Okay.
And they have to get to the 3.5. So they got about a yard and a half to go. 4th and a yard and a half. And Callaway's gonna look to throw it. He's gonna hit man. That's a touchdown. Easily done.
A wide open touchdown.
And that's thrown to number 4, Guillory. And that'll be a touchdown for Knox City. Callaway to Guillory. And now we have it goes down to this. Are they going to go for one here?
Sammy, extra points. I say that every game.
And they may go for one.
So we're tied up right now with 3 minutes, 52 seconds left in the game. They haven't made a field goal yet, but they did try to surprise us with that.
And they're throwing the T out there, Pete.
Yep.
So that doesn't necessarily mean.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, let's see. I expect them to throw it.
I do
let's
too.
see. They may try to kick it here. They have the wind to their back. Yeah, they're going to throw it. Yep, they're going to throw it deep in the end zone. And a man's open. Number 13's open. That'll be a one. And so guess who has the lead?
All right, with 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in this contest, 42-43. Red Devils are trailing by 1.
And Knox City has the lead back. And what a game, 43-42, 3:52. Still a lot of time on the clock. And so let's see if the Red Devils can recover and rebound as they get the ball back here with 3:52 remaining.
Man, I tell you what, this is a game.
Yeah, so a lot of games may be ending up. If you're ending up, you might tell your friends and neighbors to tune in to the Red Devil Network and watch the end of this great game here in Hermleigh, Texas.
Yeah, and if you're leaving a game and you got some scores that you want to shout out your team or whatever, you can text them to 432-693-6000, and we'll get some area scores out there.
All right, so Deacon Armendariz will be back. If they're going to kick it short or deep, I think they're going to set it up short. Let's see.
So far,
that's been their
long kicker.
And I hope they kick it deep to Deacon, and I hope Deacon catches the ball. He let one go by that I wish he would have caught. And so if I'm a coach, I'm telling him to catch it and run it back because he can do a lot of things in space.
Yes, sir. All right, back deep to receive for the Red Devils. Like Sammy says, number 1, Deacon Armendariz teeing up the ball. For the Greyhounds is number 4, Devin. And it's going to be a good kick.
Chance.
And it's going to be fielded by Armendariz. No, he's going to let it go. Let it go out in the back of the end zone.
Man,
that could be a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
right
if you're
there.
a coach, you're telling him to field that ball like a baseball player because he has an opportunity to score right there if he picks it up. So that's one thing I'm sure Chase Racker will be working on them and special teams is to pick that ball up and run it. Now, you don't tell everybody that, but if you got a kid like Deacon Armendariz in open space, he is dangerous.
Yes, sir.
All right, so 1st and 15. Ball is on the 20-yard line. 3:15 to play. It's a 1-point game, and Knox City is on top. Red Devils come to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. They're going to pitch it back to number 15, Barrett Jackson. Barrett Jackson running quick, running speed, trying to hit the crease. Picks up around 5 yards there.
He's going to get tripped up by number 6, Shaver.
I love the way he ran through that hole, though. Nicely done again by Barrett Jackson. Early in the year, he wasn't going through those holes like that.
No.
Now he's really punching through them. I really like what I'm seeing out of Barrett today. All right, so big series here as they pitch it back to Barrett Jackson on the left side. He's got a little bit of a room. Good blocking up front by the Red Devil front. And Blake Bunger, the quarterback, getting a good block. And pick up around 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 2 yards for the first.
And we're right at 3 minutes in this contest.
Rankin goes to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Called J-gun. They're going to hand it up to Barrett. He's trying to base through. He almost does. He's brought down there, and that will be a Red Devil first down. Tackled by number 6, Ryan Shaver, Jr. for the Greyhounds.
All right, we're getting the call from the sideline, and I'm breathing heavy with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
All right, here we go. Rankin has the ball, 1st and 15 on the 39-yard line, almost in midfield. And they're going to hand it to Deacon Armendariz, short side of the field. He's going to look hit right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yep. That's going to be number 32.
Their running back, Caleb Ariata. And then 2nd down and 13. Red Devils have the ball. Pitch it back to Barrett to the wide side. He's going to try to pounce to the outside. And again, 32 is there to stop him. Caleb Ariata.
So there will be no gain on that play, so that'll bring up third down.
All right, big third down here, 1:58 and ticking here in the fourth quarter.
With 1 minute, 55 seconds.
Red Devils are going to have to score. They do have 3 timeouts. So let's see what happens here. They're going to look to throw. They're going to hit 21, David Bunger, and he tries to break a tackle, still moving, still on his feet. That's David Bunger with the Red Devil. First down, the biggest first down of the game.
And that stopped the clock.
And that will start the clock as they move the chains. I think he might have got out of bounds. And so 1:31, Red Devils have the ball. So, if I'm Garrett, I don't want to score too fast, but I want to score. So they hand it to Barrett Jackson up the middle. And it's okay if a clock ticks a little bit. You're probably going to see some timeouts from Knox City over there because they're going to want to save some clock. So now it's about clock management for both teams. It's a 1-point game. Rankin has the ball. Second down and 13 to go. Pitch it back to Barrett Jackson on the left side. He's hit hard, and the clock is still ticking. And, man, it is coming down to the wire here in Hermely. 56 seconds and ticking. Rankin has the ball. Third down and 10.
Yeah, I know that they got a plan with that clock management.
And there's David Bunger again in the flat. He's going to get out of bounds. Nicely done by David Bunger. But what do we have, Pete?
Another huge fourth down. A huge fourth down. I mean, the game is on the line
this
right
here. This is a
here.
game on the line. This play right here.
Yep.
Fourth down play on the line. The game is on the line. If Knox City holds here, they potentially could win this ball game, and that would be a heartbreaker for Rankin to lose 2 games in a row by 1 point. Last week, losing to Westbrook by 1 point, and they have a 1-point deficit. Here we go. And what do we have? We have a timeout call by the Red Devils. They did not like what they see.
Well,
smartly done by the Red Devils here calling timeout.
All right, so it's a 1-point game. 36 seconds left in this contest.
Woo! I'm sure everybody's on pins and needles. And there has been some great ball games this year. Last week, Red Devils taking on Westbrook in Westbrook. It going down to the wire, and Westbrook's able to punch in a run on an extra point to get 1 point above the Red Devils and seal out the victory. Today, they were able to throw the ball in the end zone for 1 point, almost identical to last week. So this week they throw it. And so we have the same deficit, 1-point deficit, but here we go. It's in the Red Devils' hands. It's fourth down and 5.
And Brett Clark says colossal fourth down.
Yeah, colossal. And we call Brett Clark Mr. Vocabulary.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what happens. It is fourth. The ball is on the 11-yard line. Now, Red Devils can get a first down without making a touchdown. And so 36 seconds on the clock.
Right. If you're at home, get on your feet. Let's get that Red Devil mojo out, and let's try to wrap this ball game up.
All right, here we go. Big play. Let's see what happens. Blake Wise is quarterback under center. They're going to go to Ty Jaybird. And they're going to hand it to Deacon. Deacon's going to go to the backside. He's going to run it. He gets the first down. That'll be a Red Devil. Touchdown! 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 Touchdown, Deacon Armendariz.
Oh.
What a play. What a play by the Red Devils. And they do a little misdirection. They go to the right. Deacon swoops around to the left. There's one man to beat. He beats him. He gets outside. Hey, get the defibrillator out. I think Boo Boo needs it.
All right, teeing up the ball for the Red Devils. Number 12, Jackson White. Attempting the extra points is number 5, Escajeda. Kick is up. And that's icing on the cake right there.
All right, what do we got here? They still have enough time, Pete. It's 29 seconds.
Yep.
And I think they have all their timeouts.
All right, we're going to do 2 prizes real quick right now. We got the cash money field goal, and then Owen Yoakum at Circle Y Amish Furnishings and the Ivy Cottage in Midland. If the score goes above 50, he's got a $50 gift card to the Ivy Cottage or Circle Y Amish Furnishings. So 29 seconds, the first 2 people win the prizes.
Well, that you're talking about putting pressure on everybody in the stands. I'm sure everybody at home was standing up, yelling at the TV. It was really tense up here in the press box, let me tell you.
All right, we got right here. They're coming in so fast. All right, I got the winners right here. All right, the First State Bank of Rankin prize pack is Mr. Brandon Brown. Mr. Brandon Brown. And the $50 gift certificate to the Ivy Cottage in Midland is Chris and Crystal Amthor. So I'll get your information and Owen Yoakum there at the Ivy Cottage. Teeing up the ball for the Red Devils is number 99, Fernando, and he bounces one up in the air, and they're going to field it.
That ball's the Red Devils get it. Red Devils get it. That is the game. That is the ball game. Ball bounces back, and that's number 14 for the Red Devils, Andreas Reyes.
Andreas Reyes puts a nail in the coffin.
Wow, that kick went backwards.
Yeah.
It hit the ground and went backwards. What a quick kick there by number 99, Fernando Arzola. All right, so if we don't fumble the snap, I think they can call maybe 3 timeouts in a row. Let's see what happens. I think they have. I don't know. I think they have 3 timeouts. They may only have 2, but let's see. They can stop a few. I doubt it. I think this game is over. Victory formation. Rankin snaps it and
let the clock run out.
Yeah, they're going to let the clock run out. Coach knows that even if he calls all his timeouts, he may not be able to have enough time anyway. He's going to take a stab at it. You never know. All right, so if you have a picture, send it in at wherever you're celebrating at here, because what an ending to this game.
Oh my
Unless
goodness.
something freaky happens, this game should be over. But, wow, I'm already tired just watching the last 3 or 4 series of this ball game. And how about that May Garden City game?
Oh, man. What was the final on that?
It was 40-something to 26, I think. May on top. And then Follett beating Borden County 40-8.
You know, Zoe Benitez just about sums it up. What a game. She is right. Y'all definitely tuned into a good one tonight.
Yeah, and if you're out there from another school, hey, text Pete. Pete, give your number again.
Yes, sir.
If you're watching from another school and tuning in this game, let us know.
Yeah, 432-693-6000.
And you mentioned Crystal Anther a while ago. She's our coding teacher at our elementary school, doing a fantastic job at Gossett Elementary.
Well, guess what? She's got a $50 gift certificate to the Ivy Cottage in Midland.
All right, so they're going to go T formation here, and they're going to pitch it and run it. And Deacon Armendariz is going to try to get the outside, and he is stopped, and they're going to stop the clock again. And so that'll be the coach's timeout. And is that going to be his last timeout?
All right, the Ivy Cottage in Midland is 3101 North Big Spring Street, Midland, Texas, and that's owned by Owen Yoakum. And Owen was a class of 1976 there in Rankin, Texas.
You know, it's third down with 22 seconds, and if I'm wrong about the timeouts, if they have one more timeout, it's third down.
Yeah.
And so they could get the ball back with like 5 seconds or something. Let's see what happens, though. I just don't know if they have another timeout. And if that's right on the board, would that be timeouts on the board up there?
I don't know. It should be. It's showing 1 and 1.
Okay.
But
they'll keep it on the field, so I think they might have taken all 3, but I don't know, so don't quote me on that. If they don't, then they might. If they stop the Red Devils, they might get the ball back and have a prayer to try to win the game. And so I might have spoken a little too early there, Pete.
Yeah.
So I was assuming 2 timeouts, but I just didn't know. Here we go. So Blake Wise has the ball, 50-43. And we have a motion to the left. And they're going to look to throw it, and they're going to throw it deep to Deacon Armendariz. And that's going to stop the clock even, and they don't even have to call timeout here.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, so that will be 4th down here. And so 16 seconds remaining. We throw the ball, stopping the clock with 16 seconds.
Jennifer Aguilar says they have cameras where she works, and she's dancing around like a crazy woman right now.
Well, hold your horses.
Yeah.
We got to close this game out.
Yeah.
16 seconds with a big 4th down. Rankin has the ball. And Blake Wise under center, I formation. They're going to snap it quick, and they're going to dump it, and the ball will fall incomplete. And so Knox City will get the ball back.
They'll have the ball back with about 13 seconds.
And still, I guess, I don't know. Do they have a timeout or not? I don't know. But let's see. Let's pretend they have a timeout. So 13 seconds. They'll give them 3 plays at the max if they can throw some quick passes and use the timeout. But this team is electric. Anything could happen. So hold your horses at home. We still need your support here on the field. 50-43. Knox City has the ball. 13 seconds remaining in the ball game. They're going to pitch it back to Callaway. Callaway's going to throw it. Barrett Jackson's there.
Pressure
But they get the dump off to the running back. He's running. Time is ticking. 5, 4, 3 seconds on the clock. And they do have a timeout. And what a good job by Barrett Jackson. And now this will be the last play of the game.
All right. And you can say that with confidence.
Yes, unless there's a penalty. So there could always be a penalty.
We're getting some pictures in. Amy Cura's rocking her granddaughter. She said that game wore her out. She's sound asleep. And then the Maxwells are sitting on the pier watching the game in Port Aransas, Texas.
I'm a little jealous of the Maxwells, just saying.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful fall night. And now the flag is, the wind's even dying down more. Flag barely even wiggling now.
Miranda, Liam, and Abby are cheering on the Red Devils there at home.
All right,
so here comes probably the last play of the game.
All right.
We hope so.
Here we go. It's second down. And 12.
3 seconds. 7-point game.
Everybody's on their feet. The bells are ringing. The band's on their feet. The cheerleaders are yelling. Both sides. Everybody's on their feet. This is the game, possibly. And that's Callaway, the spread back. He can run or throw. And they're going to pitch it back to him. And he's going to look to – he's trying to make a decision here. 21 hits him as he throws it. And that will be the game. Rankin wins. Red Devils were victorious here in Hermely in a great shootout.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Y'all can celebrate at home now.
Yes.
All right, Jennifer, start dancing again.
Yeah.
So it is over now. Put the nail in the coffin. Rankin has come out of this one just barely, beating the Knox City Greyhounds 50-43. You have any more prizes to give away?
No, I think we're prized out for the night, and we will post them on the 7th man because sometimes people get wrapped up in the action and they think, I won something. Did I win a hamburger? Did I win something from the bank? And
we do have a few finals here. Rochelle 65, Lomita 36, May 63, Garden City 34. So May is victorious over Garden City, and they are just edging out 63-34. And what a ball game there between. All right, so does Boo Boo want to say a few words before we cut out of here?
I got a couple shout-outs. Rodney Johnson's representing the class of 1980, watching from Lubbock, Texas.
Guys, I'll tell you what.
We got too many to do. We'll do them.
We had the full gamut of emotions there in the fourth quarter. We had lifetimes lived. It was going back and forth. Hats off to the Knox City Greyhounds. They came in tonight, and they played one heck of a ball game. But you also got to give it to the Red Devils. They were down. They've been down a couple times. They fought their way back in. They kept their heads up. They kept going. It's a tough schedule, and it's a tough season. And I'll tell you something, guys. I know you are just as proud as I am. They kept in the fight, kept going, and they never once ducked their heads and said, this thing's over.
Well, Boo Boo, we sure appreciate you sacrificing and announcing tonight. I know everybody was glad you're the announcer.
I don't know. Tim Moore told me he turns the TV down and all.
Well, shout out to the Red Devil Band, the cheerleaders, and everybody here at Rankin. And you want to close us out there, Boo Boo?
Hey, guys, as always, we are always Red Devils. Great end to a great game tonight. From all of us here at Red Devil Studios to all of you at home, we love you, and good night.